So this is where Lou was, huh?
I guess so. Mom and Dad are here. Oh, I actually need to pull up my stream screen because I have not done it yet. All right. There we go. I don't know where to go.
I keep following the beach. Said it was by a waterfall. I can see a building already.
I wish I had question. Oh?
You wish you had question, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Spitfire of a thing.
Oh, is that it there? It's so windy.
That it is.
I
I
just
don't
want
mind it
to
though.
fly around. Oh,
Oh,
hi,
yeah?
Robs. Actually, can I fly? Fey wings. How is this going in? it's good. It's good. Hey, John. There they are. Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Surprise.
Oh my goodness. Your hair is so bright.
I can't believe you made
I know.
Is it not? Like it looked, you know, a little different than I'm used to, but
That's what he said.
Yeah. It happened.
that's what he said. Oh, okay.
It happens to all of us. I
How
promise.
do I turn off the targeting?
Well, not me.
Well,
But
come on down. Have a look. You guys made the voyage in okay?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, ever since the noodly man went away,
We
it's a lot easier.
are actually on a different server,
Alright.
a private server momentarily. Oh, he's waving.
No, he's been practicing his speech this entire time. He's very dedicated.
He looks a bit like Willow.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I think that's his name.
Oh, is it? That would be so cool if it were actually Diavar as Willow. Oh, your mother and your father.
Mm-hmm. her mother and father and her sister are here.
I don't know why my sister insists on holding a sword, but you know I'm not gonna question it. She might stab me with it.
Or him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how's everything? How are the girls?
They've been pretty good as far as I can tell. There's they all have their own struggles, and it's been interesting to watch them fight through them. You know, Arya with her understanding her place in this world and how it relates to her heritage, and Levy, my God, the difference. She's really getting better, you know? I think it's good that she's been out and experiencing the world around her. And then Tilly, yeah, she's a lot like you. But I feel like she's struggling right now a little bit.
Struggling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know. There's it seems like she's not getting what she needs right now. And she's kind of a little lost.
Sounds like you need to talk to your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
How do I turn off targeting? I hate it.
Or maybe, you do. You've always had really good advice.
Well?
Well,
I suppose, maybe.
maybe.
I know what you two are doing.
What?
Has anybody seen Argos?
No.
Mm-mm.
He should be around here somewhere.
Should be here soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know
I think he
him.
might have overslept.
It happens.
Yeah.
Did you give him directions on how to get here?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll be here.
How do I turn off the targeting? I actually,
I like the water here, though.
I just wish I could get rid of that stupid ribcage thing over there.
How are the fish?
Fishy?
Are they beautiful?
Well, I
You
mean...
want to see something that we discovered?
Yes.
If you're okay with a little tiny swim over here. Look. He's been
Oh.
so desperate for this box.
Oh my. Did you help him?
Yeah, I pushed him in a little closer.
I opened it for him, but he's just laying
Yeah.
there.
I think he just really loves the box. I don't think he cares about the contents.
Poor guy. Maybe you should invite him to live with you.
You're gonna offer him some of your world famous pie. Looks like he could use some meat on those bones.
Mm-hmm.
Check out the gazebo that Ellie set up. She did a really good job.
Why did you choose this place? Are Lou and Sage here?
I haven't been able to get a hold of them.
Oh.
It's been a while since I've kept touch with them.
I thought they were coming back here.
I wouldn't be surprised, though I haven't seen them here. That said, I mean, this particular area across all of Zipta just feels magical.
It's beautiful. Lots of wind.
The sun is... It's very, very visible out here. And then when the stars come up, it's breathtaking. This is kind of loud. Let me knock this down.
I actually can't hear it. This reminds me of oh.
Oh no!
Why are you hiding? Who's coming to kill us?
Oh my goodness.
Who was that?
She.
Oh, she murdered someone. Who are you murdering? I
didn't mean to.
Wow.
What are you doing? Auntie Jelly, what the actual hell are you thinking?
I didn't think it would hurt.
I mean, everybody is so new here.
I thought it would just tickle.
Oh my god. There's blood all over the place.
It's fine. You'll be fine.
Who made that bow for you?
And
Was it
that's
the
what
George R. R.
happens
Martin?
when you don't send me letters.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, not really. We just
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Well.
Oh,
I'm glad
hi.
you're here. I'm kind of shocked.
Why can't I?
Yeah. No,
Hey, you.
that's the idea.
Hi.
Greet. I don't have the hug.
Good to see you too.
Oh?
It's been some time.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Just
can
a
I
little
do
bit.
Kit? Does Kit work?
Oh, no. I'm stuck again.
Emotes. Here we go.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
I'm gonna smush you both.
So vicious both. Sorry about your friend. I didn't realize he was so weak.
That's okay. That's okay.
Your
Yeah.
dad is here.
Sally.
Hi.
How are you?
What?
I'm
I
good.
don't
How
know
are
where
you?
he is, but he's around here
Great.
somewhere.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
we'll
wow.
have to
Yes.
find him. Well, this is
Oh,
Oh,
everyone.
we're all hugging all around.
I have
Where's
a-
your
Apparently,
sister?
yep, that's a thing. This is it.
This is it.
We'll talk about that
like
once
now.
it's a little
Well,
more
it's great to
quiet.
see you. Hope we
Okay.
surprised you.
What's
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh, you
even know how you
remember-
guys found us that quickly.
And
Magic.
Mally and Illidan came too.
Well,
my
come on down. We'll introduce
We
you.
heard that you were having a wedding and we had to
I
be here to
really
support you through this.
Broke him in
I
half.
cannot believe you guys came all the way
That
here.
Laliana?
That's Laliana. She, there's a long story.
Oh.
We can,
Oh,
we can definitely talk over, you know, maybe some sort of refreshments or something. There's a lot we have to fill you in on.
Yep. Well, I got fully stocked
Yes?
kegs over here.
Everyone. This is our mother, Jilliannia. Well, Mom. This is everyone. This is well, I mean, you know, Hawk. And this is Illidan and Thaliana and Malatraxis. And well, yes,
Hello.
that's everyone.
You all came for the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome.
Nice to see you again.
Mm-hmm. You sound different. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah,
Very,
I
very
think you'll
enthusiastic.
find he's definitely very excited to be here, and a lot different than the last you met him.
Hmm. Your dad is here somewhere, and I know Epi was on his way as well, but I'm not quite sure if he's made it yet.
Wonderful.
Where's Teddy?
I think he is still holding down the fort at the pet shop, and also at home with Tilly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
I'm sure we'll play catch up if we exchange keys later.
Oh gosh. Really?
What?
But
You weren't making a pun there?
nope.
Uh-huh.
What? Was that a
Oh.
pun?
Was that a pun? I
Ketchup.
missed it.
Is there some sort of workshop around here, Mum?
there some
I wanted to make some clothes for the
Tomato
boys.
reference that I missed?
To be honest, I don't
well-
know. Dad and I just got here.
There's
You would
a
have to
little
ask Chance.
room over on the other side.
What do you need the
Okay.
workshop for?
I was just gonna make some outfits for the boys here, but I'll run over there to that little room and see what's over there, and
There's
I'll make
actually some
something.
clothes in a bag in there.
Mhm.
I can show you.
Perfect.
How do I turn off the targeting? It's really bothering me, actually.
Oh, come on, have a look, everyone.
I'm gonna trust Arya on this.
Arya's really good for clothing. It's something really nice, I promise.
Yeah, or just armor.
Mom,
Mm-hmm.
this is my, oh, he's running away from... How dare he? This is my friend Mally.
Hello, Mally.
Hi. Nice
This
to meet
is,
you.
my daughter, Levy.
Oh, nice to meet you, Levy.
Oh boy. This is my mom, Jilly.
Mm-hmm.
I told you she looks just like Tilly, didn't I?
Not quite. She looks a
Little
bit
diff-
like her dad.
There's definitely resemblance, though.
Mm-hmm.
Server side thing.
It's the hair, isn't it?
Damn.
Yeah. I'm really bad with hair colors, okay?
Uh-huh.
His chest is literally the same color as my hair.
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't even notice that, so
I see.
hair color's not really my thing.
Oh, well, that's okay.
I spent a lot of time underground. Color's not a distinguishing feature we really train our eyes to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people differentiate people by height, or they'll go for a jawline, or facial hair, or... Color is just, it's not something we really see, especially since, I mean, all of us have white hair.
What are you doing? What's the matter?
Nothing.
What?
It's just been a long time since I've seen you. I'm just a little nervous.
What are you nervous about?
Nothing.
No, you don't get to lie to me, Levy.
Well, I've been living with Mally.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what are you nervous about?
Just, questions you might ask him.
Oh. Like, is he okay if you, have more than one partner?
Oh, well, I mean, it's not something we've discussed, but he knows the family I come from.
Mm. What are you nervous about? What do you expect me to ask that's gonna make you nervous?
Oh, I don't know. I just don't want you to grill the poor guy.
Oh, I don't think it's me you should worry about. I think it's your dad.
Yeah, I'm worried about that too.
Oh, he's in quite the good mood today, so...
Oh boy. Should we go see?
Yes, I don't know where he ran
Normally
off
get
to.
cooked around here.
Cooked? I don't know. I've never been here.
Oh, you need some food?
No, you said someone was going to grill me.
Oh,
What?
I hope not. You look like you have tough meat. It might hurt our teeth.
I think Illidan just tenderized me.
Yeah. He hit him with a really big hammer.
Oh,
I'm surprised you guys didn't see it over here.
no.
Oh, they picked a good spot.
Wait, did I just hear my baby girl?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can drink underwater now?
Oh, that's a big hammer.
Illidan, your
That is
order
a
is
very
What a
big
wedding
hammer.
That's
favor,
what
right?
he tenderized me with.
I'm
Hello?
having a hard
Yeah,
time
definitely
remembering
is.
how to hug.
I'll be right over there.
You can't
Oh,
remember
you're
how to
actually-
hug
Wow.
that long?
You're actually
Chance,
awake.
how's it going?
It's going well. I bestowed upon you
That's not a hug.
the gift of the island. Go step in the water and see if you can.
Dad,
Oh my
if you
God.
finished your drinks already.
You know he has.
Maybe some frenzy wine. Good. Look,
There's
Dionysus
definitely
gave
some
us the good
frenzy
stuff.
wine in
Hey, there's a
the.
long trip.
I also feel
I
like
would expect nothing less.
Yeah.
There we go.
Don't touch me, okay?
There you
Don't touch
go.
me.
You
I'm
got
gonna
it.
do
Well done. I'm proud of you.
That's so
Also,
funny.
absolutely under
Oh.
no circumstances
I
does
forgot how to hug.
anybody
Your
to
brother-
give
your brother
that girl
didn't
over
stop,
there a
okay?
shovel.
I had
Just
plenty of
don't do
drink all the way.
yeah, that's fair.
She said you were in
That
good
especially
spirits.
goes for you.
Why are you talking to me?
Well,
You know.
always.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What do I know?
Under any circumstances,
Unless someone's been
give that
screwing
girl
you, then you know. Well,
Oh,
over
no,
there
no,
You-
no, no.
a shovel.
No one's.
Don't
You
do it.
talking about? You talking about one of these?
You son of a
Been
bitch.
practicing. Did you meet everyone
Well-
yet, Dad?
Levy.
nope.
Yes. Yes, Hulk.
Nope. Deny.
What? What was it? Come on. Chance.
I will make my aunt shoot you again.
You. Wow.
Uh-oh,
It
not
will
again.
happen.
Oh, no.
Stepping
I did
away.
nothing wrong.
I may have shot him with my bow love in he was gave him going to headache.
I felt really healthy.
It
Bit of a
was,
butt
it
head.
was a heck of a shot, that's for
Fine.
sure.
I felt like I was at. I felt so healthy, like I was like 6,000, like health feeling.
Wait, I have.
I'm gonna. If I had the
Look at my
exact number on it.
Yeah.
I'm so boosted. It's ridiculous.
Well, traveling here will do that to some people. It's a
Mhm.
bit of an odd journey.
Yeah.
This is Illidan.
It's a
He's a
pleasure to
friend
meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise.
Well, you know Hulk already. This is Hulk.
Hi.
You may remember him.
Pleasure.
Hawk and his broomstick.
Alright.
This is Callie and Chance. Just in case you
Thanks.
forgot.
I already know.
Thanks,
Which
Callie.
is, I guess,
Listen.
better than a Mitras.
This is
Listen.
Arya. Oh, this is that.
Oh yeah.
Sally.
Oh yes. Mally, I need you. Your order is ready.
Give
Wait,
her order.
It's Mally.
Hi, Valley.
This is.
Nice to
Steve
see you
Malley.
again.
Leppy said
Yeah?
she lives with Mally.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
She's nervous. You have a lot of questions.
Wait, why would I have a lot of questions?
Oh no, he found his Mitra.
Oh no.
Oh no, not the Mitra.
I had to say something.
Oh. Oh no,
Uh-oh.
not the Thor.
Not the Thor.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Okay, you can go get your clothes now. It's fine.
Who are we waiting for still?
Well,
Argos, if he ever
waiting
gets
for
his ass
Argos
over
to
here.
show up.
Oh. Does he need help? Argos.
Yeah. He's my best friend growing up.
What was his dad's name? I forgot. Percy.
Percy, yeah.
Percival.
Oh. But yes, we knew him quite well.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh boy.
Whoa.
Oh, Levy.
Oh, not.
Look, Levy, look right there. Yep.
That's just me.
Don't do that.
Doing?
Chance I've missed you.
I have
If you pull that out on my wedding day, I'm gonna be very cross.
Look, here you go. This is what I'm gonna do.
flashbacks
okay?
every time I hear that lightning sound.
And I miss a lot of. There you go.
The Zeus
Thank you.
lightning.
Mm-hmm.
I will be so kind as to hand this over to you as well.
What?
I don't, you know.
Oh my lord.
Thanks.
Oh dude.
What is this?
Looks so nice.
The
Thank you.
God's hammer.
I missed you.
I missed you too. But we've had a lot of fun. It's been nice to reunite with my folks and her folks.
I'm so glad.
It feels,
Even her sister showed up.
feels like the air here is much more, much
Oh.
denser than the other place.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
There's no more tentacles in the sky.
True.
Tentacles.
Yeah, there was a big
Yeah.
hole in the sky with tentacles coming
Oh.
out of it and lightning shooting everywhere.
They got rid of Steve?
Mm,
That's what my parents tell me, though. I'm too young to remember, or I was too young to remember all of that, so I don't know. But apparently, yes, and it made quite a lot of noise all the time,
Oh, yeah.
all of the
I
time.
mean, as it stands, we still deal with the storm, but it's not as bad.
Oh, you look so fancy. Do you feel fancy?
It's kind of awkward, but it's not.
Do you want something else to
I mean, I
rest
can appreciate the whole not wanting to wear a shirt thing. It's really confining.
It doesn't fit as snug as armor either.
No.
But it's,
I feel out of
it's
place
really
now.
light. Yeah,
Go get
actually.
your clothes off Aria.
Where is she?
I don't know.
Over
Go across
She's
the other
changed.
side of the
Oh my god, I hate
that
this
building
targeting.
here. The building,
You
yeah.
know, you know the direction I just came from? Go that way.
No, I didn't watch you.
Mr. Observant over here.
As always. When is Hulk ever observant?
When he notices that it's time for him to rest. I think
Is there not a
that's
way
when
to
he's the
turn
most
this
observant.
off?
'Cause he's all like, look at the time.
That's true. He's very quick to. Where's our brothers? Did they not want to come?
Well,
What
you have to
happened?
ask your mother about Visos. And, well, Regis, he's,
Is he in trouble again?
What did
well,
they do
Regis, well, look, Visos accidentally, got into, look, let's just say that,
Oh, thank you so much.
That his
No,
hair
it's
is
not!
rather lush.
there are some who are not very happy with him right now. He's a bit of a lush.
Oh boy.
And Regis, well, ever since he went to look for ever since he went to look for Teddy and Lulu and all them, and yeah, well,
He hasn't been back yet?
no, he's just out exploring.
Oh
Does
God.
he at least check in every now and again?
Yeah, he sends a raven.
That's good.
I'm glad I'm not with
He's
him this
fine.
time.
He's up in what did he say? It was like what was the name for it? Europe.
Ah,
Oh.
yeah. North of
Say
Greece.
it again.
Yeah. It was
Say
where
it
we
again.
went not too long ago.
Oh.
Oh, you look like a proper drow now.
Oh, are the twins coming?
Oh, he always looks like a proper drow. Now he just looks a little fancy.
Oh, I have to ask Faye
Like a
really
fancy
quick.
drow.
Mm-hmm.
And how have you been?
I've been wonderful.
Yeah? What have you been up to?
You know, the
That sounds
same stuff.
None of those
Drinking,
things are
relaxing, enjoying not having any children under my feet.
Wait! Don't you miss
Just you.
I
Oh,
knew
wow.
it. I knew I was the favorite. Everyone heard.
Wow.
Oh my.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Yes.
Wow.
Kidding.
We're gonna
I'm
talk about this
kidding.
later, you know.
He's
Uh-huh.
not kidding. You know.
Over a pile of shit.
Don't.
Oh, no.
Don't you do it.
Uh huh. Yeah, you've gotten a little overboard with your gardening lately, lady.
Oh,
No.
not again,
Lately.
Mom.
oh,
Again?
No.
Oh yeah. She has stockpiled a hoard of shit.
It's
Listen.
he's the one that taught me how to garden, so this is kind of his fault.
Yeah, I
Oh,
taught me.
deflected. Deflected.
no,
Uh-huh.
I
This
taught
is
you how to
all-
garden correctly, not hoarding shit.
It was the butterflies. When you showed me the butterflies, I knew.
Oh my goodness.
It's all your fault.
Oh boy. What about your honey lotus? Have you made any changes to it, or is it still the
Well,
same?
Teddy sent me his own strain of it, and I've been just growing that. I haven't really changed much of it. I got
I'm
really busy
surprised.
with the twins there, but they seem to have run off. Little turds.
Oh boy.
I felt
Aria,
it.
you just... Aria, you missed it. Dad said
But I
I'm the
didn't get
favorite.
the hug earlier.
Oh!
I didn't mean
you
to
again.
do that. I didn't mean
Good
to do
to
that.
see you again too, Papa. Also, what was
Ah.
that?
I
was
did
it?
drag your father here somewhere. He's in a wheelbarrow or a cart,
Oh.
like just like outside of a house. He's still asleep. I don't know if he's gonna.
Aw, Dad.
He's here somewhere.
Oh.
What? Oh no! Ah. Yes, I knew he was here. When I got here, my eyes did that thing that they always do when I'm close to him, so
Mhm.
I knew he was here close by somewhere, but I didn't think a barrel.
Yeah, well,
better?
yeah, it's not like I'm gonna carry him in my arms or something. Look, I may have
boy.
been given the title of demigod, but I'm not gonna,
Not the
carry a literal god in my arms.
I'm a bit different, but I like it.
Wow.
Keeping it.
Oh boy.
Are Regis and Oriel's coming? I mean, I didn't hear anything from them.
Ori will not be here, unfortunately.
That's sad,
She
but-
wasn't over here when you mentioned Regis and Visos.
Yep. Vizos is being punished currently.
Oh boy, what happened?
And Regis is still out and about. And I believe Ori was somewhat near him.
Well, I hope they're alright.
Mhm.
I didn't know if they were with you or if they were out on their own, but
Yeah, no, they're both fine. They're just out doing their thing.
Getting drunk, comparing themselves to horses, you know.
Well,
They-
that's just Vizos.
It's just boys.
Look,
Mm-hmm. Yes, love? What do you want me to look at?
Aria, you also missed
nothing
his-
right now.
I was the only one he missed, and I'm the
I
favorite.
believe.
Don't
Look
leave
what
that
you've
part.
done.
It's very important.
Wait, the what?
Oh boy.
I feel like she's not listening.
I was listening.
You missed Dad saying that I'm the favorite, and I'm the only one that he missed.
Well, I mean, that's very rude.
I didn't.
definitely-
I was.
Definitely
Look,
said
I was
it.
joking.
Don't be a
Listen,
jerk.
Levy. God damn it, Levy.
It wasn't joking.
Wow. Hey, she comes by the
Don't
stirring
say
trouble
it.
honestly,
Don't say it.
right, Auntie?
What? To what?
She comes by the stirring up trouble honestly, right, Auntie?
Mm-hmm. Look what you've done.
What
You
did I do?
created
I
a
didn't do
monster.
anything.
What happened?
I love all
Like to
our children.
see.
Uh-huh. You didn't have to remind her.
Oh, maybe up here. Come up here. This place is so beautiful.
What are they doing?
I cannot be this tall. Someone help.
I will.
Oh, don't. Oh boy.
I need an adult.
I've got
I've
this.
I've just arrived to the island and I'm already screaming for my parents to help me.
Save me. Okay, ready? Ready? Wait.
There you go.
There we go. Just a little bit of fey magic.
Actually,
Wait, let me fix. Hold on. Let me adjust a couple of things myself. But this is perfect. This is fine.
Is it?
Yes.
What is this?
ow! Hey!
What have you been eating all? Have you been eating all the pies, Levy?
It's not my. I keep getting given ice cream sandwiches, and I just have to eat them all.
Oh wow, sounds like somebody I know.
Definitely not my fault. I definitely don't go around asking for them all day.
Oh,
Huh?
that's my girl.
There's definitely
Allie,
about 600 some odd ice cream sandwiches in the fridge.
definitely not.
That's
That
it?
would be ridiculous. Who would have so many?
I would hope you.
Oh, Mum, I brought you a gift.
It's possible.
It was something I've collected over many, many weeks of my time back in the homeland that we've been living in. But on the boat, there is about 26,000 honey for you from that land.
Oh wow.
I've collected it. I've collected it from many different hives. From Mally's hive. I collected it from Minzy's hive. I collected it from a lot of people's hives.
Dad,
pretty
your
tall.
dad's gonna have to carry it back because
I think she just
I
got
don't want
stretched
to.
out a little.
Yeah, I need your help.
Yeah. Oh yes, it's very heavy.
and sticky, I'm sure. But thank you.
Oh,
Mom over
I
there.
need
of course. Well, of course, I wanted you to have a new recipe.
and
I need to-
fixing my heart again.
I need to sit down for a few minutes.
Who's this
The
one?
honey there.
I need to have a little tiny
is
nap
this one?
over there on the chairs. I'm gonna have a little rest.
Oh, this is Minzy. She's another
Yeah,
water
Aria.
spirit. She's one of my very close
Aria.
friends.
She needs some help with
Oh.
her clothes.
With her color?
No, Levy, you dyed them. Because you dyed them right.
Oh, but I got. I'll be back. I need to close my eyes for a few minutes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't
Look,
have
if you have to take a poop, just put it in the compost so I can use it in the garden, okay?
time. Bye.
What? This isn't new to you.
It's new to him.
You and your dad always sit in that freaking outhouse
No, we
shitting
don't.
all the time. It's so
What about
gross.
outhouses?
I was just, I was
Yeah.
just letting her know that
Oh, look!
nothing.
Don't let them corrupt you, and don't believe anything they tell you.
You're so
ever.
text, yeah?
Don't believe it, okay? I'm gonna
Yes, that would be my name.
Hi there. You're Levy's dad, yes?
I am.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mimsy. Yes? Levy's friendsies of mine. Yeah?
Oh, pleasure.
Pleasures. Yep. Hi there. Oh, look. Hi, Tilly. I didn't know you were going to be here.
That's not Tilly. That's my mother.
What do you mean? No, that's Tilly. Look, pink hair, ab, short, you know, pretty lean. It's gotta be Tilly.
Well, I'm telling you, Tilly does take quite after my mother, doesn't she? No,
Oh,
this
man.
is Tilly.
Not quite.
Oh. Oh, hi.
Hi,
I
Argos.
barely recognize Argos, right?
Oh. I
That's
haven't.
him, though.
You look so different.
Oh.
He's grown up a lot.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Are you hungry?
Is your father here?
Oh, he's long past.
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though.
Oh.
Lindsay has.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
He would be here if he were alive, but he's long past. I mean, he was human after all.
Because
How
it's
are
ma-
you?
with magic.
It's cool. No
And
matter.
as you
Although if he
know,
was-
humans have a shorter lifespan.
If he was ever here, I imagine he might still be here, because this place messes with time so much.
Right, right.
I suppose it could be different.
But
Um,
I don't think he ever came to this island, no.
I see.
He pretty much stayed put at the villa.
Oh yeah, I mean, he and Dad took care of Villa and Crowbar together.
Maybe.
Right?
Good night.
Damn you and you are me.
Yeah.
He met my mother,
To the office.
obviously,
It's kind of good
after all that
to have
happened.
back, actually.
Mhm.
I missed them.
Oh.
We'll miss them when I'm gone.
Yeah. Mimsy likes us, but sometimes wishes she didn't have. Yeah. I wish she could wear a pretty whoop.
At least smell that, Hawk. Oh.
That's new.
What,
Mhm.
Lindsay?
How are you?
Good, and you?
What's
Interesting.
new?
A group.
Hawk is a devout Mitra and
Get you shorter.
is not allowed to have friendships and relationships, and things are better. He seems to be dropping some of his
Oh,
walls.
I'm gonna be testing here.
Oh boy.
I'm
Hi, Melly.
actually their neighbor in the lands they live at now.
Wait a minute. You don't
Alright, how are
have
you?
magic, do you?
And my sister I've never asked.
Oh, I have
about
pictures
that.
of you.
Mhm.
I'm taller again?
Surprised.
How's that?
And kind of
Yes. This is perfect.
confused. There's a lot going on.
Good.
Why not? Oh no! How much cake did I eat?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Is that too
Yeah,
short?
that's
Who are we
really
still
nice.
waiting for? I know there's a few more that wanted to join,
Down,
Yeah.
dwarfy spirit.
but I don't know.
That looks right,
According
actually.
to my parents, there used to be a big ship that was built right on top of that waterfall there.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
When I saw the waterfall, the first thing I thought was I need to build a house on this.
Really?
Yeah,
I just see a horse. I'm guessing that's one of you guys'.
building the house.
Yeah, that's Hallie's.
It's an addiction.
It is. It really is.
This island does definitely seem interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Uncle Sotec, can I borrow you for a second?
Sure.
There's so many good spots to go just in this one area.
I feel taller.
City.
Wow.
No.
Watch out for
Don?
bears that'll drop down on top of your head.
Would you wanna come somewhere and talk?
Sophie.
Sure. About what?
A couple of things, actually. Just come with me.
Well, Can it wait till after
Yeah.
the wedding?
I mean, yes. Are we about to start?
Magic to make people shorter if
To
needed.
be honest, I don't really know.
Wait,
The
Nice
last
broom.
I saw her, she was this tall.
Thanks. Well, in that case, yes, it can wait.
What'd you tell Anna?
Oh dear.
What is the command to fly? I forgot.
Last time I saw her, she was about Mimsy's height.
What is
Yeah,
the
she grew. She became an adult.
What are you talking about? I am an adult.
No,
Not
I
you.
mean, not even.
hello, Mimsy.
Hi?
I'm not wearing my
This
armor
is so
today, so you
sweet.
probably don't recognize me.
How does it feel being Jilly again?
Oh, wait a minute. Are you
Interesting.
Mr. Shiny Man?
I know there's
Yes.
a few other people
Shiny
that
Manners.
said they wanted to
Whoa.
come along,
Did I
but
just let you jump? Oh, did. I fly like fairy.
I don't know
Oh,
if
what
they
do you
can or
know?
whatnot.
Holy moly,
Yeah,
I can
it's
do
just
that too.
fly without the
It's fun, isn't it?
Stop it. You're not fairies.
backslash there.
I miss
I
it.
can't.
But I was hoping there was just a
Yeah,
flying wings.
I tried to wear my
above
dad's
the-
colors, but this fabric dyes darker.
Did your
Father, what's your father?
Oh, that scales back.
did your father live a happy life?
There. No, you can't.
He
Elizabeth.
was always struggling when we knew him.
He lived a very happy
Why
life,
can't you?
especially after he met my mother.
He took over the tea house, right?
Yeah, he pretty much rebuilt the place.
I see.
That's
Your mother?
Who was your mother?
Yeah,
Yes.
you know how bad his
Say
headache
so.
was.
I
Hey,
thought
my
that was
son.
Tilly.
Right.
No, I said
He
it was
ended up
not.
rebuilding it.
Oh my gosh. You made me look like a city.
Yes,
I fixed Mally. I didn't.
I remember that tea house really well.
Oh,
That's just rude.
well, I wanted to make
And
it different.
my mother,
Look at it.
well,
She likes sweets.
he's actually
That looks
I bet she
really
likes
bad.
pies, don't she?
passed away herself.
Those that
She
have
died in
fleas
an
are-
accident.
But
Oh.
Manchester's not doing any favors there.
I forgot about the.
She tried to fulfill the role my father played and
No, I
was
can't.
prepared for it and got herself
What
into
were
trouble,
the
and
rooms that we had?
we didn't get to her in time.
I feel like taking the broom away would be more
So now the villa's in charge
I
is
wish I could.
it's being ran by my sister.
Can I borrow you for a second, Hawk?
Stamina training arrows could have done it.
You want to borrow me?
Yeah, I need to talk to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh boy. Good
You hold
luck.
Benzie.
Cast, I believe so. Yes.
I left the villa with
Oh,
my
okay,
sister
God.
and ventured off at that point. And eventually ran into Chance and, well, your girls.
I see.
Ooh, that would be
So
good.
you're helping them.
I tried. It was more like they helped me.
Oh. Oh, that's good. Either way.
But, you know, there's still time yet, so. I kind of went on a vacation and was supposed to end up here afterwards, and that's why I was a little late. Luckily, I got here in time. Considering I'm what's called a best man. I pretty much stand behind Chance and hand him a ring when he asks for it.
You know your dad was there when we got married?
Yeah. Remember him telling me. It was pretty much right before you guys left, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. It was that same night, I think. Or the next day.
But yeah, I'm a bit different than my father. I'm more of a hand-to-hand
And it's
combatant,
nice being on the
where
shore
my
rather
father
than
was
on
an
the boats.
archer.
I'll say, yes, it was quite a journey.
Maybe
I don't
help him
suffer
do someday.
from the
Really
headaches my
rough
father does.
Oh no, we had 2 water spirits on board. It was quite smooth.
Oh, I see.
Only
I
thing
think
that's sad
in
is
large part
Hawk and him
due
taking off his
to
boots.
my mother's blood running through me.
Also, it's quite windy at sea in this dirt.
But
Really kicks out.
Nice.
yeah, he was happy.
Yes, even now that we are, I guess, dating, it still is a bit,
Where's the
disheartening.
hold on, I have it, Cass. Give me a second.
Wait, what? You two are dating?
Oh yeah.
I feel like I
where's
missed
it
so
at?
much.
What?
There's
Was he
actually
digging?
Smells like
yes.
Percy.
He,
Oh my.
Well, I am his son.
we could try it out, and I said sure.
Why is that disgusting?
Where's it at?
It seems like
There
everyone's
is a
being
highlight,
pitched in the meantime. while
like
you went about the way.
Jilly's farewell or something like that.
Where's that?
Do you know how our fishing is?
Why did you
I
say
didn't
that?
say it was
Such a-
disgusting,
And I did it right.
but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
I'm letting
he
him go.
swam where
Hawk is
you know
willing to do it for us.
Willow used to piss
Okay.
and
It's-
poop.
He's
That
got the
doesn't mean
shoulder.
it's handed down to me.
I don't know. He did it quite often. Nobody stained it.
Yeah, he's got the whole book that explains it all.
I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh, guess we
I'm sure
have
you
to-
are.
How are you doing, Argos?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
I have the holy
Doing pretty good.
communion.
I just
Wow.
came back from a vacation.
Yep. So now
Oh,
we
yeah?
will
Where to?
officially be
I'm supposed to
joined in
meet
the
them
Ice
here.
Adventure.
Actually, I think I have the video.
I went back to
In my
the
videos, I didn't-
family
I don't think I
ancestral
edited it.
land in Egypt.
I mean, it's got to be better than y'all.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Oh,
That's
that,
true.
I know that. Right.
That's because you
Let's
haven't
just say most of the previous generation are
well,
gone now, so we're trying to make something of the family.
Hawk and I are dating. I just thought I should
See.
let you know.
Well, for all the time you spent there, you haven't really collected much of a tan.
Surprise off of my face. Surprise.
Might have to give you some oil.
I just wanted to tell you because Callie was quite shocked.
I'm actually
Yeah.
pretty impressed.
Impressed.
I know I have it because I
Don't
was
worry,
watching
it keeps
it.
his hand away
Well,
too.
Oh,
Guess what?
thank you.
Nice work.
Yeah.
The
So-
sky's blue.
My father really didn't tan, my mother didn't tan, so
Sometimes.
Yeah, no, you're a lot of very pale folk, but
She asked.
I can give you
guess
something,
what,
yeah?
So I started
Yeah.
Oh
guessing.
boy.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go tell
all
Willow
right.
that we don't need him now.
Okay.
I don't know what to expect, but
why are you laughing?
Oh, poor Willow.
Are you
uh,
nervous? Are you, look, it's
Well,
just
my-
I
oil.
like I need something more silvery now.
sure, why not?
Well, okay.
Thank
we
you
can
for
do
all of your
that.
practice.
Okay.
We won't need
I
him.
just know of stories from my father.
Oh my
Thank you.
goodness.
Oh boy. Look, nothing bad ever happened, okay? Okay?
No, nothing bad ever happened.
Ever happened.
For anybody else.
Nothing bad ever happened, no. Just people shrinking and
Word.
uh,
I've already had one injury tonight.
a certain tribe.
There were no people
and...
turning to females or anything like that,
Oh,
alright?
really?
We're just
Oh.
gonna,
No,
we're just gonna
no,
keep that.
no.
Keep,
I don't remember him
I,
saying anything about
I
you.
may or may
Anybody
not
turning
have,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
He makes quite the beautiful woman.
listen,
I got a hand.
His
Wait, who?
breasts were larger
Argos?
than mine. You.
Argos, wow.
You, love. You.
Wow, Argos, I'm surprised you make quite the beautiful woman. What have you been doing?
I mean,
Uncle Sotec, I've heard the stories.
Oh no.
I was there. I saw it. I
Didn't
saw
know
those
what
breasts.
I wielded at the time. That's why I'm like, you know what? I can't be trusted with this.
Mm.
Well,
We don't
it
talk
is
about
a
this.
really big
You brought it up.
It's fucking Janice's fault, okay?
You brought it up.
It was Janice's fault.
It doesn't matter.
Goddamn Stygian friggin' whatever the hell they are.
The traitor.
I'm like, look at this thing. I pull it out. I'm like, what the?
We don't talk about this.
You.
I just remember
brought it
after
up.
certain incidents, people tried to get my father to drink certain potions, and he's like, no, no, thank you.
Oh, yep.
If,
We join
Smart
the
man.
if you guys go and sit down, I
And I heard what you said. Well,
my sister, she is
you'll have to
sword.
give us the location of his grave so we can go pay our respects.
He's buried out at the villa.
I was gonna say, didn't
Still
they
in
bury
the
him
villa,
next
huh?
to that gladiator guy?
Crixus.
It's getting to be quite the graveyard over there.
I mean, now he's
I know.
got a broom on his back.
Mhm.
You know, skull.
Does he look okay?
I mean,
Oh. Looking good, bud.
there's
Thank
my
you.
father's
You have a
first,
broom on your back.
Who is
Just
that?
skull.
my father's first wife.
Yes, that's
there's
me.
That's what I said about you, Mimsy.
Several of the people he knew,
I said, who's that? That's not Hawk.
including
Yeah, I know. It's not
those who died in the war.
Goodness sake.
That looks like
Or in some kind of conflict, I don't know. Way before my time.
Still there.
Still there.
Can't really
Those were our friends.
Well,
There's the little,
Some of them.
I know there's one that my dad spent a lot of time near, called, the name on it was Allura.
Choose it.
yes.
Called the fashionista.
Oh,
On the farm. That's
She was like a big sister to my father.
Mm-hmm.
she's the one that made the fuck you potion. the fuck you perfume that Spartan gave to me. Oh. Oh, she was sweet.
I still see.
And then, another one said filled on it. He didn't like to talk about her.
Yeah, well.
So, tell me.
Well, you're here now. Let's see, it's a choice of the occasion, you know.
Alright, if you go down to
What?
I'm actually
What was that?
Chance's neighbor
then just choose
back at
5
home.
weapons and tools.
The one
Or
from
one
High
more.
is really good.
You know how much it's weird.
What's
Just how much she's like Tilly's just like you.
Look,
It's really
Look.
strange.
try
It'd be-
living with 2. 3.
I'm just curious, though. That he told me about
3 what?
you punching him
Finish
at some
that
point.
sentence. 3 what?
Look,
Try living with 4
Yourself?
satyrs.
yourself, Tilly,
Safety rails.
and Levy. And how much you all love sweets. And Ari on top of it.
Where's Levy, by the way?
Hey, why am I brought into this?
She's over there. She's
Like
sat down.
sweets don't lie.
The cream. You leave me and the cream puffs alone.
Oh boy, her and Willow. He loved those cream puffs too.
Yeah, and the honeys. She can't stay away from.
What about these,
She takes everybody.
what about these vampire cousins I've heard about?
Oh.
They are actually watching over the wedding right now.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
creepy.
Watching over the wedding.
I see.
Where's?
The 2 in white up on the cliffside.
Okay.
Yeah, they're apparently still recovering from something.
Oh. Oh.
But
So-
this island is actually their home, so
Oh.
I see.
kind of works out.
Yeah.
I see.
So, should I go get dressed?
Yeah, I guess so.
Are we ready to do this?
Yeah.
So, Jilly, is it? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for mistaking you for Tilly's. Yes? Tilly
Good luck.
is a good friend of Lindsay's.
Thanks.
Oh, that's good.
I hadn't seen her in a few days. I thought maybe you were hers. Yes, I was excited. Before, or after this is over, I might need to speak to you, Sweetness. Maybe you can help me with the
I can try.
cookies. Goodies.
Everybody hear me from up here?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Are you the one
do you
doing
wanna
it
say?
now?
Right here.
Where do you need me, Chance?
Up here, right next to me.
Psst.
Just on, like, right.
You need to scoot over. I gotta
Here.
sit by my fiance. There you go. Thank you.
Which way do I want to sit? Just... Did she just call Levy her fiance?
Wait, what?
I'll explain later.
He actually has nemesis as I love it. Oh, look! It's oh my god, I forgot Faye's character's name. Oh my god. And Reapers from last season are 3.5. Oh my god, what were their names, cast? Vale and her name was so hard. I hardly ever remembered it because I just remember she was a Lucky Charm. We should have sat
Thank
in
you
the
all
front.
for coming.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're not saying it right. You're welcome.
Hawk.
Stop making fun of how we say hawk.
I was making fun of how he says it.
I say hawk. I don't. You're thinking of Enolia.
No, she says hawk.
Yes.
Wait, if there's music on, I don't have it on. I don't have it turned up. I love her outfit. I love that her boobs are about to fall out. Only in Conan.
Both look amazing.
really does.
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here
Oh my god, there's so
together
many people
in
on.
the sight of
I
Mitra,
love it.
in the face of this company of witnesses, to join together this man and this mermaid in holy matrimony, which is an honorable estate instituted of Mitra, signifying unto us the mystical union that is between this man and this mermaid of his church. Which holy estate Christ adorned with his presence and his first miracle that he wrought in Cana of Galilee, and is commended of St. Paul to be honorable among all men, and therefore not entered into unadvisedly or lightly, but reverently, discreetly, soberly, and the fear of Mitra. Into this holy estate these two persons present come now to be joined. Chance, will you have this mermaid to be your lawful wedded wife, to live together after Mitra's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep you only unto her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Callie, will you have this man be your lawful wedded husband, to live together after Mitra's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love him, comfort him, and honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep you only unto him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
You have the rings.
Yep, I do. Want to hand it to me?
The marriage ring seals the vows of marriage and represents a promise for eternal and everlasting love. Chance, go ahead and place the ring on her finger and repeat after me. I, Chance,
I, Chance,
take thee, bride, to be my wedded wife,
take thee, Calypso, to be my wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
for better and worse, for richer and poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish forever,
to love and to cherish forever,
according to Mitra's holy ordinance.
according to Mitra's holy ordinance.
And thereto I give thee my pledge.
And thereto I give thee my pledge.
Callie, go ahead and grab the ring and place it on Chance's finger. And repeat after me. I, Callie,
I, Callie,
take thee,
take thee,
Chance, to be my wedded husband,
Chance, to be my wedded husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
from this day, or to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer, for poor,
For richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish forever,
to love and to cherish forever,
according to Mitra's holy ordinance.
according to Mitra's holy ordinance.
And thereto I give thee my pledge.
Hi.
And thereto I give thee
So,
my pledge.
I'll tell you in a minute.
You may now push the ring the rest of the way on.
I'll tell you in just a minute.
Those whom Mitra hath joined together, let no man asunder. For as much as bride and groom have consented together in holy wedlock, and have witnessed the same before Mitra, and this company of witnesses, and there to have given their pledge, each to
I'll
the
tell you in a
other,
minute.
and have declared the same by giving and receiving a ring, and by joining hands. By the power vested in me, and into Mitra's holy ordinance, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present you Mr. and Mrs. Callie and Chance.
I told Cass I was gonna gag a lot. How do you clap? Clap. Okay, so
Thank you all for coming. Kelly has set up a gazebo over there with plenty of refreshments if you want to come over there and visit with us.
So
where's the
Chance and Callie went off to get married,
Yes, time
and
to eat,
Teddy
drink, and get
and
drunk.
Nissa came in to season 5 for a little while.
Oh,
They're
boy.
all sitting. Reaper sent me a DM this morning and showed me a picture of the wedding that they had set up. So they were just going to take pictures and stuff. I was like, you know what? Let me get cast,
said
and
there
we're
was
gonna
a
bring
found
Jillian
together.
Sotec in.
That's what people tell her.
And then
Good
Jillian
grief.
Sotec. So these are the parents of the face: Tilly, Levy,
Side by side,
Arya,
like
and then all the other kids.
There's no mind control.
Mother, if I may.
Don't mind it, Joe.
Yes.
I do, it is quite late for me and I will have to leave very soon, but I do want to talk to you before I go. I will be very quick.
Just me?
That was pretty.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, you always were clumsy. So, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have him grab Cass and we're gonna come in as Jillian Sotec. And then I DM'd some other people and I was like, you know what? You wanna go with
a
me?
couple of questions, and it's kind of also about why Tilly isn't here too.
Oh, John.
Well, she got a letter from a Spartan. And it's kind of turned all of us on our heads a little bit. Is what he said true, Mother? Is he Tilly and Teddy's father?
Oh boy. Yes.
Well, that's okay. But why did you hide it from us? From her? From Tilly and Teddy? Do the other fathers know?
They do now. After Teddy's letter, I told them.
I see.
I didn't just love Epi and Sotec. There was the Spartan as well. I so badly wanted him to come with me, to be with me. But he couldn't do it. He didn't want to share. And I couldn't give up what I had with your dad's. There was a point I did try to get him to run away with me. I remember that day I was sitting at his house with the fucking Vacilio standing, hiding in the garden. And I actually asked him to run away with me. And he said no. See, where we were, the gods already had their eyes on us. They were often watching us. Zeus was always watching me. And his wife was always a threat to me, I guess. She, as you know, cursed me.
Yes.
But I did just, yes. I had to hide it. We agreed to hide it from... We were simply just scared of Hera and all the gods. And I was married to Sotec. And just Sotec at the time, but we feared that Hera would see it as us breaking the vows that he and I had made by me being with Theo. So we agreed. And I so badly wanted him to be there for them. I promised him I would never take that from him, and if he ever decided to find them, I would help as much as I could. I never denied that to him. And I trust him, so if he's there, I would ask that you trust him. I don't think he would harm any of you.
Well, I don't think so either, but he's being very shifty, and he's told us, well, he's told Tilly that he cares for her and that he loves her and that he's sorry and all these things, but also that he can't see her, that he won't see her, he can't face her. And he keeps running us around and we can't find him. We always just barely seem to miss him, and it's driving her crazy. It's driving her mad, Mother.
Wait, so he showed up. He left her letters, and then he's not talking to her?
No, they've not met face to face. She's only ever woken up to letters by her sleeping or letters at a temple. He refuses to meet her.
At a temple. He would eavesdrop on me praying to the gods in the temples. And those are... But regardless, I'm not surprised. Part of me's not surprised, but the other part of me is incredibly sad that he's still being a coward.
I think that Tilly plans to go after him wherever he goes.
Oh? Oh.
She told me that the path she intends to take is the path of meeting her father. She wants to know him.
Typical Theo.
She thinks
right?
he owes her. I agree.
I think he owes her and Teddy as well. But at the same time, they've always had Sotec and Epi to take care of them.
Of course. But, I mean, I know what it's like to have and want that special connection. And I want that for her. So I'm going to help her as much as I can.
You would follow her if she went after him. You would go with her.
I don't see why not. There isn't anything tying me to that land. The honey lotus has a seed that can grow anywhere. We'll find success wherever we go, just because we'll be together.
I don't know about his family, if they would be so welcoming of Tilly and Teddy. Or you guys. Theo didn't really like your fathers. There was...
Yes, he mentioned that he still hates them in his letters.
He was...
And I don't expect him to accept me or Levy. I want him to at least have some sort of relationship with his daughter and his son.
Oh,
I don't expect or really care to have a relationship with him. He's not my father. He's just my sister's father. That's why it matters so much.
yes, but that doesn't matter. We're just a family. It doesn't matter who came from whom. Please remember that.
Yes, I know. I just mean that I don't want to push him if he is already having trouble.
He was always a very moody man, but I am afraid of his family, his mother, the wife that he, at the time, tricked into marrying him to make me jealous. I would be very cautious of them just because they didn't like me much, and I don't know how they would feel towards all of you. Tilly and Teddy in particular.
What were their names?
His name. Whose name? Their family.
The mother and the wife.
His mother's name was Ophelia, and his wife was Cassia.
Alright, I'll remember those names.
And he had a sister. He was searching for her. I'm hesitant to say this because Nemesis is here, but his sister's name was Juno. Nemesis knows where she is, or knew. I don't know now. It's been quite some time. Maybe he's found her, maybe he hasn't. But a sister named Juno.
Well, yeah. But what I do know is that it's definitely caused a lot of tension within her mind, and I'm doing my best to counsel her and be a good right hand. I want to really show her that I care. Show her that this really matters to me. I was told recently by Lindsay, actually, that she was afraid or thinking that we only care about ourselves and that we aren't considering her feelings, and they couldn't be farther from the truth. She just guards them like they're in a vault or something. And I want to prove to her that this is important and that this is going to take precedent for me and for our family. We have to sort this out.
I did receive Teddy's letters of concern about Tilly.
Yes, she's very tired, and I think that a stint also with the groundskeeper might have dimmed her light a bit, or at least messed with it.
Oh? Tell me about that.
Well, I don't want to say lusting over her, but he's infatuated, and he has this long, tragic backstory of not having loved for many years, and then when he saw her, fell in love, and hadn't known he could feel those things again, yada yada yada. And while Tilly is having fun with him and enjoys living with him and having him in her bed, she's not in love with him, which I understand. And I think that his continuous trials, or maybe his continuous strong feeling toward her, might be dragging along on her. And I think that also maybe the fact that Levy and now also I have romantic things going on now, and maybe being around those energies has something to do with it as well.
I think all of that would affect her.
Indeed. And, I mean, she talks about it very briefly and very, very sparsely, and very often tries to change the subject or run away, so I thought if anyone might be able to get through to her, it would be you. I mean, the two of you have the most in common out of all of us.
I honestly thought that she and Hawk were something. The way he followed her from the war. So I'm kind of surprised to see the two of you and to hear of her and the groundskeeper. What was his name?
Alan. I shared my gift with Hawk a couple of months ago, and I allowed him to look further into his own subconscious, and it sort of,
She looks so
I
pretty.
don't know, changed him. Before he was very stoic and very locked in his ways, his militant matron ways. And now he's keeping friends and calling us all family, and he tells me he cares for me, and in a way that I believe. In a way that I enjoy.
And why do you think your relationship or feelings with him is affecting your sister?
I think it's because she believes that he's, for some reason, no longer her friend or no longer her protector because of that relationship. She hinted at something like that earlier this afternoon, but I can't be sure. Don't know why she would think that, though. It couldn't be farther from the truth.
Do you know why Hawk was the perfect travel companion for her?
Why?
Because he was so guarded. Have you noticed her mood changes based on everyone else's moods around? Their emotions.
Well, no. I mean, I didn't know it was that sensitive. She's never expressed something like that.
Well, it's not the same as Levy. In the sense that your feelings towards each other. Hawk's feelings were always so empty. So there was nothing projecting from him that would affect her negatively or positively. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And now that all of you have your relationships, which is not a bad thing, if there's negative relationships, then that is going to burden her. Versus if there were a lot of relationships around her that were loving, then that would also affect her, but in a good way.
Well, how is she to know? I mean...
It's just part of her. Like it's part of me. I'm different because I have the love of your fathers and the Spartan. That's what kept me and kept my light going. But that's different. They were in love with me and I in love with them. Tilly doesn't have that yet. So, in the meantime, she is drawing that energy from everyone around her.
Oh my. Hello?
You okay?
Yes, we were just talking.
Okay. Just making sure. Bye.
I love
My
that bow.
goodness.
And if this Spartan has come in, made himself known, and is rejecting her, then that is going to be incredibly bad for her.
Well, then I will talk to Levy myself, but I think also you should. But I'm going to be bolstering all of the passion and all of the fire that I can for her. I want to show her that my whole entire heart is into this. If we need to travel to the ends of the earth, if we need to travel to Tartarus to find this fucking Spartan, we're going to.
Oh, I've traveled those fields, and I will tell you it's not a good place.
Well, I would do it for my sisters.
That's good. I'll help where I can.
I think honestly your support and your love is help enough. Feeling your pulse in these rings, getting your letters, it's like a revitalizer every time. So keep it up.
Did you see us in your dreams? I kind of forced up you to let me see you girls.
I did, and I'm glad you went and visited the others. I hoped I wasn't the only one you stopped in on. But I do need to go off to bed myself. It is very, very late.
Okay, well, so good to see you. You look beautiful.
Thank you, Mother. So do you. And make sure you go and nag Levy over there for me.
Nag her. I'm wondering where your father is, because I'd like to kick him.
Uh-huh. Well, alright. Good night.
Good night. Love you.
Love you.
How much shorter was Lulu to Drostin? I don't actually remember. I actually have Lulu's character inside of my house here.
Crashing.
I love this place.
Those kinds of feelings for each other, it'll feel a lot different.
What's happening here?
Hi.
Hi.
Just think. Hi.
Just getting some info on our daughter's interest.
Why do you say it like that?
Interests? What kind?
Mhm.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Mally.
Oh, I see.
She's taking it slow because he was a sex slave.
Oh, that's kind of
Whereas
like
if they have feelings for each other, it would be nothing. As if he wouldn't even look.
Hey, lovely.
He wouldn't even
Thank you for the
think
raid.
about that if he has feelings for you.
I know. I just want it to be special.
Wait, you live with him, but you haven't laid with him?
Not yet.
I thought she was half satyr.
That's what I said. I said she's slacking.
It's not that I don't want to, but I'm just, I don't know, waiting for the right time, I guess.
She knows that she's
I don't know
half
how
me
to
and half
initiate
you,
that.
right?
How am I
What do you
supposed
mean
to-
you don't have?
You
can't
just take your shirt off
Just
and
go
then it
for
all
it.
happens.
Oh boy.
Look,
Just go for it. This is what you're telling me.
yes.
Okay, to be fair, Jillian
Oh,
Sotec
God.
had sex everywhere. Okay,
I mean,
they
it
were
will always
very
be special the
sexually
first
active.
time around. You guys will know when, you know. But
Just take him out into the snow.
oh,
In the snow?
Just...
We live in the snow.
oh
So-
boy.
It's kind of where our house is. In the snow.
Well, all I have to say is
Hey, Svarog.
the Selenus has
Listen,
actually
our characters were very, very active, and
decided that he wants
so
yourself to be one of the next initiates.
the fact that Levy's like, I haven't done it yet. Of course, our characters are gonna be surprised.
So, do take care if you do, you know, end up with
Cornet did witness all
children.
Oh.
He did
don't wanna
not.
think about
He Corin
children.
did not.
I think
Well, I'm
Corin's
just
house was
saying,
at the complete other end.
it's going to happen eventually.
I swear, I want to see the twins here because
Possible.
It's in due time. I
I want to
can delay
say
it.
something to the twins.
But
He was always patiently waiting at the door.
Oh boy.
Corin. Okay.
look, there's a lot of baby satyrs that need to be raised and taught. Okay,
Is there though?
there is.
Oh god.
There's
Mom.
waking up. What? I'm married a satyr. What do you want me to say to that? They're so
Well, I guess,
pretty, aren't they?
Guess we'll see.
Look, it doesn't have to be anytime soon. There's going to be plenty of time with your lifespan for you to enjoy the walks of life, okay?
Mm-hmm. I hope so.
But just know that he has chosen you as one of the next.
And what does that mean exactly?
Well, you'll more or less,
Yes, what does that mean, Dad?
every now and then, you'll show up at Mount Nisa. And there will be, you know, the next batch, the next crop of satyrs that just show up. And you'll just help with raising them.
I see.
Nothing too crazy. It doesn't take long.
I mean,
And by
I could
that-
probably do.
No.
I think you'll... Honestly, I think you'll be pretty good at it. But, like I said, it's not anytime soon. It's just your name has been chosen.
Wow. Well, I feel pretty honored about that actually.
Mm-mm. No, this is cast server.
So we'll have
We
to,
were-
you know, next time
I
you come
didn't
home,
finish
we'll have
filling y'all in.
to go visit Marin, go to the
Um,
Selenus, and yeah,
We
see where we go from there.
decided to do a little
I'd
family
like to come home again
reunion
soon.
because
Take your time, enjoy yourself. And, well, is it worth it? Is he worth it? Are you gonna...
oh, I just DM'd you, Dingo, with the info. So we brought the
Not yet.
parents back
Maybe one
because
day.
the parents were close to.
Do you want grandchildren?
We already have some.
More? Do you want more?
Mhm.
Well, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I haven't even. My goodness. This wasn't
Look,
the kind of
the-
grilling you were
The
gonna
more
give
kids
me.
you send my way,
Good
the better I'll
points.
be, okay? Send me more kids.
All right, fine.
Wait,
I'll send you all the kids.
did I just
You
hear him
have them.
say he wants more kids?
Yes. You take care of that. You enjoy.
What? Do you want a younger sibling?
Yeah, then I won't be the youngest anymore. People can stop calling
We
me
were
baby
we were
Levy.
expecting y'all anyway.
Yeah, but you're my baby.
Oh. Damn it. Always the baby forever, aren't I?
Well, Levy, I am gonna need to hear you bleat like your father does.
Definitely not.
Nope.
Nope. That's what he does. I don't do. He's got the feet and the tail.
Come on, you can do it.
No, Dad.
Do it. Just.
Bleat like your father.
Oh God, you guys are so embarrassed. Look at that! I hear Mally calling me. I've gotta go back to him.
I think we're gonna have to tie Mally up and drop him in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah,
How dare
maybe.
you?
Bleat like your father.
Why would you?
Shark bait.
No.
Ooh la la.
No.
Oh boy.
And there she goes.
Aria asked me about Theo and Tilly and Teddy.
Mm.
Did Levy?
Nope.
That almost
Why
hit
is somebody
you.
shooting me?
Hello.
Just because their
Hello.
grandparents are here,
having
and
fun?
their aunts are here.
All sorts of fun.
I can't believe you shot a hawk, dude. That was amazing. I did not expect to kill
You
you.
say that like you're not
I
having
did
all
not.
sorts of fun.
I didn't
What?
expect
Are you
it
okay?
at
I just
all.
gave the scales of death that Hades gave me to my daughter. So
Wait,
Oh?
you did? To who? Which one?
Levy,
Why? Why did you give those?
they stopped tilting for me a long time ago.
Does she understand how to use them?
I never understood how to use them. That I just figured once they stopped, tipping one way or the other.
Yeah, but Fox.
You
I
kinda
mean,
just stayed
Hawk.
balanced.
Oh my god, I said
No.
Fox. Look.
I see.
I'm so maxed
You've
out.
effectively extended
Like,
her life.
ridiculously maxed out.
Possibly.
I don't know what I was
Does
doing.
that mean that you'll resume aging?
I was like running around one day.
Mm,
Well, it's cast server, so I was like running around looking at
actually.
some of the new places.
See.
I've been granted a little more than most others, thanks to the Sylvanus and Mirren. Officially
That's great.
demigod status,
Yeah, he
along with the
Welcome to the
Immortal.
club.
What club? Am I in the club?
yes.
um,
You're welcome.
yeah,
Maybe.
you've been in the club since you were born. Well,
Do I want to? Oh, right. Okay, fine. I'll take it. Show Mally how you bleat like a goat and explain why I don't want to do it.
Only till you do it. Oh.
do it.
No.
I mean, you can just go. You just go. Bah!
Oh my god.
But I think is like the best one.
Oh god.
No. No. I need an adult. No.
No! Run! Run!
Oh, hello.
We're all gonna die.
Are we?
I'm good.
Are you gonna
I'm
eat that
just waiting
boot?
for them to finish so I can have tea.
Oh my god.
Who eats boots?
Oh, I'm leaving.
What the fuck?
Where-
No more.
Where's Epi? I'm leaving.
I regret my decision.
I
Where
think
is
he's
he?
Epi is in a cart somewhere.
He's sleeping.
Maybe.
Oh.
Passed
Oh.
out.
I wanted to see him. I haven't seen him for so long.
No, he's
Stop.
giving people nightmares. That's all.
Is he doing okay?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Actually,
he
Fox
goes.
was gonna join, but there were a few others that were gonna join, but
I love
I'm
those
not
boots.
entirely sure what they're up to.
These
Oh,
are
God.
great.
It is what
They
it
only
is.
seem to work here, though. I've not been able to get them to work anywhere else.
Oh?
But yeah.
Mm.
Was it the Icarus?
It definitely gives you time to think
Oh, God.
Yes.
when you do
Yeah.
that.
Hi, everyone.
So if it doesn't hit that ledge,
Well, I have. Oh,
then you're gonna go
Sometime
careening
before.
into the wall when it finally gets to the
Oh,
ground,
God.
and then you're probably gonna ricochet up into space. Nice trip.
Or-
Oh!
See you next time.
Oh boy,
See
catch
you,
me.
See you later.
Oh,
Oh, catch me.
Mom.
Oh, you didn't even try.
Nope.
Hey.
I think he's daydream. as you.
Oh
I've
my
had
god,
too much
I'm
wine
going
again.
so slow.
Are we still
Wait,
waiting
what?
for Aladdin to explode?
Too much wine?
There he goes.
Isn't it no such thing as too much wine, okay?
There's way too much.
He used to make the girls
Listen.
press the grapes when they were in trouble.
Yeah.
I've heard about
So-
this.
Friends
So
and wine is
many
best
grapes.
wine.
He was sipped a character, season 3.5, yep.
It is. I haven't done any brewing in ages. I need to do some.
So hey, what's the big deal?
With what?
Well, I wrote you guys. You didn't write back.
How dare you, Mom and Dad?
Sweetheart, you're gonna have to answer
week
that
that we
question because
moved
I don't know.
To the new place
I don't know the answer.
Wait,
They didn't write
You
back
s-
that whole time?
this whole time.
You have.
wait, you wrote a letter? You wrote to us?
Yes.
He totally did.
Look,
Did
I
you
was
not
busy
share?
on Mount Isa.
Look, I don't know the answer to that question. You're gonna have to ask him.
Damn those birds, they're so terrible. at
This
delivering
isn't-
Why it's all on
messages.
her.
What?
Uh-huh.
Look, I wasn't looking. I was busy birthing
Birthing
yeah.
what?
Tilly and Teddy.
Which one first?
He wants to know who the oldest is.
So that I can get them to stop
yeah.
fighting. They are forever fighting over.
Who is the oldest? Answer carefully.
You know, you would think that the one who they came from would know this answer.
I know, right?
But
No, she's saying that even though she was there and she was too busy focusing on their birth, that she's not sure which one came first.
Have you ever birthed anything out of your vagina before? Let me tell you something. You're not exactly
on.
looking down to see
Let me
who's
check.
coming out first.
No, but you can feel it.
You can't tell if you feel. You can't tell if it's a boy or girl coming out first.
The ones taking care of you while you're doing
So
it.
who actually delivered the baby?
I didn't deliver it.
Okay, we may never know. He might have been too drunk. Who knows?
It's possible. When isn't
I-
he
So
drunk on?
you
We were on
collected the
Mondays.
babies
I have a
and
lot of
didn't look
friends.
at the junk.
I think he just doesn't remember and he doesn't want to say.
And he put it on your belly, and you don't remember looking.
I was eating cake, okay?
What?
I wasn't looking.
You were. What?
Sotec, help me.
I'm not helping you at all.
Wow. Wow. Close your mouth.
I have no words.
I mean, I know
Alright.
exactly who came first, so.
It was Tilly.
Okay. So why have you not told them that?
Tilly's
Told
the
you.
oldest?
Mm-hmm. Tilly's the oldest.
Oh, I thought for sure it was going to be Teddy this whole time.
Well, I didn't want to say anything because Teddy's heart was so set on it, but
Well, Lindsay's probably going to be going. It is, yes. She was
Good night.
hoping to be used, but guess it's
I
not
can't
happening.
believe you came.
Oh,
That's so
yes.
amazing.
Oh,
I will talk to you. Do you just want to talk with us here?
well, it's a little
I mean, I
private.
can give you guys yours. I can give you guys.
I,
I just thought I'd come over.
It might or might not be good to talk to both y'all. I don't, yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Okay.
It's
Well, the rest of us
it's-
can
We'll
go
step
back to
away
the
then.
casino.
I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
find some aloe somewhere.
Lindsay is friends with your children's, yes? And
Oh.
Lindsay's concerned. Lindsay sees unbalance between your daughters, yes? She's concerned with Tilly. Tilly is lovely. Tilly is feeding on emotions that are bad, running around, not feeding on the love that she needs, I fear, yes? This is what Lindsay sees, yes.
Yes.
Lindsay tries hard to show her that she's worthy of love, worthy of friendships, yes.
What the fuck does everyone be? What does that mean? Yes.
I need y'all's help to know what to do. Levy is growing up and going her own way. And I feel it's the emotions there are feeding in to Tilly. And then Ori, she's growing and doing her own things as well. Yes. Being a trickster.
Go to admin panel.
Caused a little bit of issues.
Pick
overall,
Levy.
I think
Pick Levy and do teleport to
game.
player.
For the most part.
Yeah, pick
But I'm
Levy
so
and teleport to
concerned how
Levy.
it's interfering with Tilly. She's your daughter. I need helps to direction.
For Tilly.
Yes. I'm worried. She wrote me even a note. Talked about leaving her sisters. That all they did was care about themselves.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Theo is there. He apparently wrote her and Teddy letters, but is avoiding them.
I don't know this Theo person. Unless you're speaking of somebody known as Spartan. I don't know
Yes.
anything about that. She hasn't told me. No.
Yes, that would be the Spartan.
I'm like so anxious to see what he's gonna say. I'm so ready, John. Are you ready?
Look, I'm just going to be upfront and straightforward. This may be something that she needs to figure out on her own.
I see. So, there's nothing Lindsay can do.
I don't know. Just be there for her if she needs it.
I see.
Don't try to force your way into it or anything like that.
Oh, no.
Sensible Sotec.
Lindsay's water spirits. Water is not like that. It doesn't force. It's gentle. It persuades in time, yes? It's patient. At most times, yes? I just am concerned.
I don't know what advice to give them in regards
Well,
to it.
everyone
I think I've
comes
put enough
across
out there, you know?
an issue.
I think with the Spartan
Or
there, things could go either direction. There's
some
so many
type
ways it
of
could go, you know?
roadblock or what have you
Yeah.
during their life. Like I said, they'll need to figure out exactly what they want to do.
I made her a little bit too short, and I didn't want to keep messing with it.
If they ask for assistance, be there for them. Otherwise, that's just something they have to really take care of themselves, you know. So,
Rimsey looks so pretty, you guys.
Chili, I assume you would know. As Tilly being loving, if she doesn't take in the emotions of love, does her light fade?
I can, yes. I just talked to Arya about this. I think Arya could probably fill you in once you guys return.
Okay, I'll talk to him. MZ was sent long times ago by mothers to be a bright beacon in the lands. Yes, to show loves to people. She helps where she can. Yes. MZ loves your daughters. She wants to help anyhow she can. She's heard lots about you from Tilly, yes? I'm happy I was able to at least meet you briefly.
Me too. It's good to meet all of their friends.
Yes, I'm trying. But she's not fully making it easy. But thank you. I didn't know. I've talked to daughters and separates. Explained the imbalance that I saw, that they had to figure it out. Rebalance themselves with each other.
Hi, Shark.
But I thought as your parents, or their parents, you might want to know. In case you didn't.
They're old enough to figure things out on their own. They don't need us to decide things for them, you know?
Yes.
That's how it is.
Understood. Alright. Well, I won't keep you. That was the first that I have time for, unfortunately. It would be interesting to get to know y'all better, but time is of the essence. Unfortunately, nightmares come soon, yeah?
Indeed.
Well, in case I don't see y'all again, have a good life, yes?
Yes.
You as well. I'm sure we will, though. At some point.
Perhaps. Memsy is water. Water travels far and near. Yes?
Same as Willow.
Yes. Well, I will be going. Thank y'all for the hospitalities.
Oh. Why do I feel so tired?
I don't know.
Just figure it out on their own. How did I know you would say that?
Because we shouldn't be deciding things for them at this point. They are old enough. Am I in the wrong here?
No.
Should I be deciding things?
I think she's more Oh! I forgot I had these boots on. Whoops.
Oh, hello, welcome back.
It's better than that stupid chair the Spartan always gave me. Look at her thighs.
Yeah, that's true. I remember how I
I
threw the
couldn't
one
lie.
that he gave me out the next day.
Yeah. Oh boy. I think that one's worried about her light fading. I think her concerns are different than Arya's.
I don't think her light will fade.
Perhaps she's just met the wrong people.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, she's a strong one though. She'll figure it out.
Oh my... God damn it, Bear.
Get him.
Hi.
Wow.
Long time no see.
Wow.
Well, welcome.
Wow. You little
You,
jerk.
you missed the entire thing.
I know.
Uh-huh.
Well, look, I've had nightmares. I couldn't help it.
Nightmares. You ran away from us and you didn't even leave a letter and you took all my pies.
Look, I'm not great at writing.
You could have been like, hey, Grams. Grams, we're leaving.
I told Lily to write you guys a note. Did she not?
Nope. Unless she left it somewhere I couldn't
She's the
see.
I don't know. She's the intellectual one out of us. You guys know that.
Mm-hmm. He's really tall.
I'm much more like Braun and Brute Force.
Where's he at? Bear.
How he's been in my absence? Surviving while I have.
Are we sure he's not like related to Tallulah or something like that? He sounds an awful lot like her.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
Did we leave him with her for too long?
Oh, he went back. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'm having growth pains.
Yeah, you are. Are you okay?
No, please help.
Where is he at? Edit character.
Oh boy.
What are you doing? How are you doing?
Oh, help, please. What is happening?
Don't change it.
I don't like these lands.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching you two.
I hate my magic so much. It's so hard to use.
Well, let me do the magic.
I will. I don't like it. I think we're good now.
Okay.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm a little bit shorter than Dad. That's all I know.
He's rather tall, but
Yeah, shockingly. I'm sure I'll catch him eventually. A few years left to grow, hey?
maybe.
Yeah, keep standing on your tippy toes.
I'll just keep
Place
jumping.
him at a
I'm
crafting
sure that'll get me
station
there.
and see how he does.
Yeah, maybe. Ah, but yeah. So.
I didn't get it at first, but now I do because the whole
the wedding
Australian.
was nice.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, it was good. It's good to see Estio and.
I can imagine. It's been a very long time since
Look
I've
how
seen
jiggly
everyone,
her
so
legs
I'm
and
just
butt
getting
are.
used to seeing everyone's
That's after
faces again.
7 kids. Look at that.
Indeed. No, with how much we travel and whatnot.
Tallulah
I can picture that.
Bestwork.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Apologies for the pies, by the way. We needed food for the trip.
It's fine. You should have just left
I
a
figured
letter.
you wouldn't mind.
No, I don't.
But I told Lily to. I swear I told her to. Words aren't my forte.
Where did
Neither
you
are
go?
pointy shoes. Why? You ever seen
Words are your forte. Come on.
Oh.
No.
You can do better than that.
Oh, you're with Teddy.
Yeah, look. Yeah, we've put ourselves up a little shack up on a hill just above where their house sitting at the moment. Been picking on Aunt Levy a lot at the moment. It's a lot of fun.
I bet she loves it.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sure she does. I mean, she told us to go away the other night. That kind of was a little bit harsh, but yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Do you want
she
me
hasn't
to-
complained about it.
You
And I
want me
just
to
spoke with her
make
for a little while, so.
I can make her
You'll be
like
right.
pick up branches or something off the ground if you want.
No,
Oh,
don't.
goodness.
It's fine. No, it was very late, and me and Lily were trying to work some stuff out for her. She's become a high priestess now, I believe. Trying to, something like that. And I was trying to talk to Aunt Levy for some advice, and yeah, she wasn't really having an ounce of it that night, which was fair. I found out why later.
Why?
Her and Mally kept getting dragged around all day, so they hadn't had the chance to have any quality time together, and the last thing she wanted, get dragged around more and just relax and spend time with him.
Oh, I see.
Good God.
Who is shooting arrows? Because my arrow is
That was
deadly.
in sync. I'm impressed.
That was.
That was really well done.
That was definitely in sync.
So have you guys had the chance to properly meet Mally yet? The possible future addition to the family?
Briefly.
Somewhat, yes.
All I know is he's a sex
He's very
slave.
nice. That's something I didn't
Yeah,
know.
he's a sex slave, and she is scared to push it because of that.
Oh, the amount of jokes we've made about that. Well, not that she isn't, because I didn't know that one. The amount of jokes we've made thinking they were... Isn't it like a family thing? Yeah. We're all like rabbits.
Oh, well,
Is it like a skip gene or something? Did it just skip her?
You've got this one, though.
I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah.
What are we talking
Bye.
about?
I'm sure she'll
Oh my God.
eventually, but yeah. Anyway.
They seem happy.
Yep. But yeah, you know, she doesn't complain about anything, so we'll take it for what it is.
That's good.
What the Oh god. Oh god.
What was that?
I feel like we're all having a lot of headaches and stuff at the moment.
Your grandmother's no. Swings are contagious apparently.
What did I do? I'm just standing here.
What the hell is that in the water?
I'm gonna punch it. I'll be back.
Oh, there's more than one. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well then.
You have an awfully mighty punch there, Barry.
What? I didn't even get close to it.
Just take it.
I've been robbed.
Oh, boy.
What?
I was so ready to fist fight that demon.
Oh. I kind of want to talk to Levy.
Alright.
Feel free.
Well, I'm gonna
You
drink
know
some
everyone
frenzy
else.
wine and lay down over here at the trellis, so.
Oh. I wanted...
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Oh god.
Oh, it's empty.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, man! What the?
I was trying to get you.
You didn't get murdered?
But that's
Wow,
odd that
you
your mother may have known him.
Get out of here!
I wonder.
There.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
My boots aren't working.
I wonder where she knew him from.
You ever need anything else, just let us know.
Well,
If
her
you,
and my
ever
father
want your
used to live on
children
this island.
raised,
Quite a while.
those of Mount Lisa and whatnot. Just let me know. Levy's been chosen by the Silence as one of the next razors, more or less.
Can
Really?
you have what?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, bud.
Interesting.
Yep. So she'll be a good nanny.
Oh boy.
After she has her own children, of course.
Definitely.
Wait, Levy's having children?
So are you two,
But,
Much about it, but
you gonna head back to the mountain?
Well, I'm gonna drink some frenzy wine and just lay down here next to the fire, and yeah, then we'll probably head back over.
He's like the best angler and
I've met him
hitter of
once or twice.
It is really good to see you both.
You too.
Likewise.
Congratulations.
Missed your faces.
What's happened with him?
yeah.
Thank you.
So bright.
I just gotta kick your uncle's ass into gear, and you know.
Pieces from like letters and
Which
But
one?
people can go a night without nightmares, you know.
Oh.
Lala.
Right?
She used to train me when I was younger.
It is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
He was. When it was obvious, I was more of a hand-to-hand combatant.
I mean,
Father put her in charge of my training.
Took a night off judging people. I think that
Judging.
Stories about
Hold
her
on,
and
let
her
me get
brother.
Levy. Levy. Levy.
Yes.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Levy, have
Trouble
you
now, Mom's calling.
have you learned more about yourself yet?
A little bit here and there.
But anyhow, Small
Well,
world.
tell us.
Tilly actually gave me some more of an insight.
You get more distance with it, so
Thinks maybe
it's exactly
I might have something to do with the chaos that happens around me sometimes.
Wait, why are you teaching? Why are
Oh.
you teaching me how to pick on Levy more?
It seems that when
right. Sure, too.
my brain is chaotic and a bit crazy, everyone around me seems to be clumsy or feel bad or do silly things. And lately, since meeting Mally, my brain's been quite calm.
Thinking about when I get home doing some
And
editing.
everybody's been a little less clumsy and a little less crazy over it.
That's pretty good.
And my thoughts have definitely been clearer
I think when I
and
get
more
home, I'm
calm.
gonna do some dagger training. Work on maybe learning how to use daggers.
Oh well.
Oh. She says as she kicks the air.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I did me and Manic did the thing, just the two of us.
But yeah.
And he saw that kill the
So what do you think?
Well, I've kind of looked into it a little bit, and I think it may be like that. Definitely. Even earlier when Arya told me about seeing you guys this afternoon, and I was a little excited, nervous, and she ended up falling off the water fountain, throwing her book at my face,
Oh.
and fall flat on her face on the pavement. So.
Oh no.
That sounds really good. You need to try that.
Is that why
Oh,
her
she
nose looks so big?
Yeah. We had to try and cover up our bruises.
Oh my.
You should see Tilly's nose, it's really wonky.
Yeah. The
Oh.
dagger's been my profession.
What's wrong with her nose?
Well, she broke it.
She said
and
it's wonky,
Hawk
I'm
tried
gonna
to fix
kill
it,
her.
but
I'm gonna fucking
he
kill
has
her.
really big man hands, and he kind of broke it even further.
Oh boy.
It's a little wonky, but she's fine. It's okay. It looks good.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of, sort of similar to those.
Hi.
A lot.
Hawk does a pretty good job of looking after things. Well, he did. He's not needed so much anymore. We all kind of look after him.
Yeah, sure. If you ever have any honey loaders.
Alright, well, before I lay down,
How, one of my sister's house.
congratulations, both of you.
We're up on top of one of the hills. Just
Is he drunk?
Thanks, Uncle.
He definitely
Yeah.
sounds like it.
Is he Sotec?
I mean,
He's gonna
he
be hugging everything.
is who
Who
he
else
is.
That's
would I
like a
be?
new
What
word
the
for it, right?
He's always
Oh.
full of liquor.
I mean,
It's true.
Yeah.
liquor. I don't even know her.
Yeah, we live right above
Oh,
Chance's house.
you know all of us.
You know
Okay,
where
I
they
do.
are, just go straight up the mountain and find everyone's house.
Yes.
Yes, I've just been working on keeping my thoughts clear and trying not to get so muddled. It seems to be working so far.
Tallulah.
That's our house.
Do you know what type of fae you are?
Well, I'm not sure.
Have you tried communing with Gaia yet?
A little.
And what's happened?
Well, not much really.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, I'll do
it
what
helps
I
me
say,
feel more at peace and calm, which is good. Until he said something about maybe that I'm
Yeah, well,
a chaos
I'll
fae,
see you around.
or I'm chaotic.
Yes. Chaos.
Were you insulted by that?
No.
There's no way
Yeah.
my little baby could be chaos.
I'm not sure how much longer their house
Oh
is.
boy.
Well,
We'll have to
I don't know. Chaos seems to happen around me when I get upset, so
As everyone else is chaotic.
okay. Okay, Dad. Everyone else is chaotic.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Free meat. Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
having
have
brain
any
trouble,
advice
don't worry.
at this point.
Words brain hard now.
Yeah. It's
So what's the
okay.
plans for the
I've been
honeymoon?
working through it.
So she looks just like Sotec.
Molly
What do
said
you
we could
mean?
test a few things and
Very
She
descriptive.
looks just like him.
see how I go if I am chaotic, see what happens, and you know,
Sounds like he's in a
and
nice
try to
little
calm
business.
myself down and see if things ease up and
I mean, there's worse ways to
What
see what happens to
kind?
those around me.
What kind of good is there?
I hear it's nice weather there this time of year.
If you're just noticing everyone getting hurt or things going badly, do you ever notice
Might
the
get a
good?
little hot during times, but I'm sure there's ways to
Well,
Stay hydrated.
when I'm happy and
Yep, heat strokes are
my
real
mind is at peace and not chaotic, everyone seems to be calm and happy around me.
Oh god, John. Jilly would never do that.
A lot of people, I've been talking to people that I meet, and quite a few of them have said they think I bring them joy, and that I'm a joy fae. But I don't know.
And a wild Minzy appears.
No more adventuring for me.
Hi there. Sorry, your sister's
Hi.
I seem to be able to bring them a certain amount of
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
happiness and
That's probably the only
calmness
way
when
to do
I'm
it.
in a good frame of mind.
Oh,
Yep.
good car. Yeah.
Well, you got me in the knee, so I can't go adventuring anymore.
So,
If you're
a
okay.
balance of joy and chaos.
Yes,
Oh,
I think so.
alright. I was trying to catch you.
I shut those.
Seems to be trying to keep that balance can be really hard sometimes.
Well, you have the skills now, don't you?
Might as well.
I do, yes.
You see on the map in grid L and 5?
I
Yeah.
think those will
Right there in the middle
probably
where the
help
landing
you.
point for the
You'll
ocean.
notice when things are tipping.
I hope so. I hope they can guide me a little.
Hey, over there.
Those scales were always so
I don't
ugly.
know.
I never
That's
understood
what Dad
them.
said. Dad said they're not very pretty, but I'm sure it's fine.
I think when
I'll
Hades
find
gave those to him, he wasn't expecting the outcome that happened.
We need these things back.
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go take a nappies. I gotta go get sorry, everyone. Good night.
Well, do you need our help with anything?
Someone give me
I think I'm doing okay for now. I'm pretty well balanced. I'm not sure about Tilly though.
She sure did get the point.
She seems to be taking on a lot of I don't know how to describe it, but other people's problems. And trying to make sure she absorbs it instead of them. I think it's hurting her more than she likes to
Alex, if you
admit.
have nightmares that soon, you probably should be sleeping.
And I don't know how to help her or what to
Nice,
do.
more comfortable outfit. Wait, shit.
Well, if you ask your dad here, ask your dad.
Daddy, you alive?
Fancy clothes got kind of restricted.
Did you die? Oh boy.
Oh, I thought they were about
Oh.
to leave us on the.
Good night, stray cat.
You're stuck with us now.
must have gone to sleep.
I'll write about it.
Well,
I'll write you a
Just
letter.
swim
and
it. It's definitely.
You can let me know.
there's nobody else interested in the idea of trying
He
to
thinks that
our houses
you guys should
narrow
figure it
from
out. And she'll figure it out on her own.
I
I
am
hope
interested
so.
in that concept, Ellie. I want to try that. What direction are we aiming?
Perhaps.
I'm letting her
No idea.
figure things out, but
What the hell?
I just worry about it. I want her to be okay.
Mm. I will try to reach out. But I think he's right. She should probably...
Trying to find the arrows in my pockets here.
I
sure
think
have
she'll
them
figure it out.
I hope so. But I'll always be
Is it
there if
all
she
set?
needs me.
Oh, fuck it, I'll let you work it out.
I've told her, but
It's too much fame
I don't
magic to use
know,
for this shit. I'm not talented for this.
I don't know if she hears it.
Arya asked me about the Spartan,
Oh,
and I told her, so...
Now I
You'll
do.
need that.
Yeah, just in case you get lost in space.
She can fill you in.
So you don't go flying
But
forever.
okay.
the answer is
I'll
yes.
see you in a week or two. Those aren't my specialty.
And I think you girls should trust him.
That was
And Teddy too.
yes, real quick.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's all I was worried about. The rest is up to, for you and Tilly and Teddy to talk about, I think.
Fairies and flying don't mix well.
I kind of want the Spartan to deal with this one. He
There's a
started
very
this. I
solid
think it's time for
mountainside
him
up
to
there
step
somewhere
up
that you
and
will bounce
do
off
his
if you
part,
haven't learned that yet.
even just for a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're probably right.
Alright, let's reattempt this. Oh no, that's not.
You okay?
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I think Dad's dead, though.
I know he's snoring so loud.
No, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's still warm.
I hope so.
It's the best way to check. It works
Uh-oh.
every time.
Oh?
I'll be right back. Somebody's not warm
you
anymore.
could just like poke your finger in his armpit and see if he moves. That'll just tickle him.
That's actually a really good idea. I might try that next time.
Or like grab his hand and put it on your butt. That'll help too.
People are always getting me in trouble when I stick my fingers in people's mouths to check if they're okay or not.
Oh. Why do you do that?
Well, it made sense to me. If it's cold inside their mouth, then they're dead. And if it's warm, then they're okay.
Huh.
Makes perfect sense, right?
I guess.
Hawk wasn't very impressed the first time he saw me do that.
Oh, I bet.
I don't have fame magic.
Mm-hmm. He's gotten used to it now, I think.
Yeah, Arya
He's
said
fine.
he's different.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a good different or a bad different yet, but I guess time will tell.
Hello.
I kind of miss the old Hawk. He was an arsehole, and you knew he was going to be an arsehole, so it was fine. Now he's
Probably a fairy. Oh.
full of emotions and feelings.
Alright, hold on. Maybe I'll see what happens if I say magic words.
And he's dating your sister. Does this bother you?
Alakazam.
It doesn't bother me if they're happy.
Do you think they are?
I
Nothing
hope
happened.
so. I'm
Shazam.
not sure if it was done a different way and he came to these conclusions on his own, I'd feel happier.
And you go fleeing forward.
He's definitely not the same man he was last time we met him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely nothing.
Your
I mean, he
legs, I
seems
don't think
happy,
they're good anymore.
and he looks happy, but he still has some very interesting dreams that he can't quite get rid of.
Oh, what are they?
Sexual dream.
I can't imagine
Wow.
your
I got
daddy
away
sending
from
him
Dad.
sex dreams.
Damn it, why is
No,
everyone
I
a
don't
bad
think
jerk?
so.
I mean, maybe, but
It's possible, but I don't think so. She gave him some of that dream dust,
You could hit me.
oh,
and it made him have interesting dreams. And one of the dreams was that Mitra came to him and explained to him about friendships and love, and that it was okay. And that's what changed his outlook on life.
that doesn't sound so bad.
No. I think it's okay.
I really hear your breathing.
Concern if it changes him too.
I took that dream dust once.
Oh?
Okay,
Uh-huh.
now I can hit him with a weapon.
It was... It was very... Oh, what's the word?
I think you're having issues.
It changed the way that I saw
You're
everything
like one in, that's about it.
for the moments that I had that dust within me. It was really, I can't think of the right word. But it didn't change my dreams.
Past is
It just changed the way I was seeing things in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And it
I
didn't
see.
last. But it did come from Epi, so...
That's true.
Oh damn it, it didn't even work. I'm winning.
I forgot what it does. It like changes your view to like black and white, doesn't it? It was really pretty. I remember it. I don't remember what the colors were. I just know it changed the colors.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be the same doing the backflip with the knives?
Is that what it was? It was really cool. I don't remember what night vision looks like. It's black and gray, right? Black, white, and gray? Gray scaled? I can hear you swapping. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
I just hope that he's okay and the dreams stop for him soon and he can get on with being happy and living his life.
Do you think when the dreams stop, his views on Arya are going to change?
I don't know. I guess it's something we'll have to see when it happens.
How long ago did this happen?
Quite some time now.
And it hasn't worn off, or you just don't think it has?
No, I asked him, I think 3 days ago now, if he was still having the dreams, and he said yes. Every night. Always the same. I'm not sure if she's given him some more, or if it's just taking a long time to wear off.
Oh. you think
I
she would
don't
do
know.
that?
Well, she did force it into his mouth the first time, so maybe she likes him like this, and that's how she wants to keep him. I'm not sure. I'm just worried she's playing with him like a toy.
Did you tell him?
Yes.
What does he think?
He thinks that it's all fine and that I shouldn't worry because he's happy and he loves her and it's all okay.
I can talk to Epi. See if he can do anything. Do you think Hawk wants the dreams to stop?
He seemed quite upset with them at first, but maybe he's gotten used to them, I'm not sure. I know he doesn't like it because of what he does in the dreams. It's wrong to him. It goes against his wishes.
Redeemed asked Jess
for being
anything?
celibate.
Ooh, neither.
So I imagine he would like them to stop. But I don't know. Maybe I can ask him.
Well, there are options. You know this. You could always reach out to us.
I might talk to him about it and see what he says, and then if I feel like he would like you to intervene, I can send a letter home and see what you think. I was hoping Arya might do that and try to help him, but she thinks he doesn't need help and he's okay.
Does she do this a lot?
She has done it before. She spilt it in our fountain. And she even blew it in Tilly's face. And another man's face.
And how did
Saying, oh, it's only a little bit, it won't hurt. But
Argos is officially back?
Tilly and I did talk to her about being a little bit irresponsible, but she thinks that we're just judging her and that we're not listening or letting her learn.
Learning. She's self-learning. It's dangerous with that type of magic.
That's what Tilly tried to tell her.
It took me and Epi a really long time to learn our magics. A long time, and we had others helping us.
Yes.
How did the
I really
others
wish that he-
react? How did the others react that she... Did they drink from the fountain? The ones that she blew in their face?
Mimsy said that she just got very vivid dreams of her past Things that she already knew were brought back. And Illidan over there drank out of the fountain knowingly.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
because he's a
Illidan.
drow, their thoughts can't be changed so easily by magic. It doesn't affect them as much as normal people. So he said he was unchanged or unaffected. And the others just said the same thing, that they weren't affected all that.
Did they just say that, or were they affected and just didn't want to tell anybody?
It's possible. But I'm not sure.
Well, I hope she is being careful.
I hope so too.
Do you guys mind if I join you, or am I interrupting?
No, come over.
You can come sit down. Shouldn't you be going to sleep anyway?
I've lost the concept of sleep.
Have you given up on the idea of sleeping?
For the most part, yeah.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
I need sleep too. What time is it? It's already 1:50. Oh, I actually need to call
We're
it
just
soon.
talking about Arya.
Jess, restart your stream.
I feel like I interrupted.
No.
Oh,
We
you're
were
fine.
just talking about this dream dust.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the concept of that.
Why is that?
I just don't like people playing with other people's minds.
You realize that their dad is the one that gives you your dreams and nightmares, right? And he's not playing with your mind.
That's true. But that's, I don't know, I would see that as a concept more of nature, whereas the dust is kind of someone else forcing it on you. Like a god making those decisions is a lot more different than those kinds of decisions.
You're not wrong. But she is half god.
That's true as well.
She doesn't hold realm over anything, but she is what she is. I think she could be quite the ally once she learns how to utilize what she has. In
Oh, of course.
a good way, or even a bad way. Maybe she just needs guidance and help from you guys. You're all there.
I mean, so much better in this land.
I'm always willing to help.
Yeah.
Maybe you can talk to her. Be willing to help her, offer, but in small doses. Maybe let her know that she can suggest dreams to you, but she can't control them, because that's not her realm to control.
I think if anything, I'd probably just start with questions.
Like what?
What her idea of the dream dust is and what her goals are of doing it. I mean, if she has goals, then I can start to think about how she thinks about those things.
Okay.
The first thing would be to decipher whether she's doing it for her own, or if she's trying to learn, or if she's trying to help people, but it's just not, she's not experienced enough to really use it responsibly yet.
I agree. I think she probably did it for fun the first time, but now she's probably wanting to learn. However, this issue with Hawk is actually concerning. But maybe if you guys can offer your help, she can, I don't want to say reverse what she's done, but maybe help dilute it.
Is it causing him problems now?
What do you mean by problems?
I was kind of under the impression when I first heard about it that already being brainwashed before Dream Dust. Dream Dust may have actually broken hold of some of that.
I mean,
Levy said he's been having the same
sure
dream.
you look great, but I'm sure
Every
we can
night,
wait
And he
for
Levy?
keeps
you.
it.
Or
The
Nah,
same
you don't
5
find
dreams.
it out in the wedding dress. It's part of the rules. It's like a ceremonial
5 dreams in the same order every night.
the heart, right?
That definitely doesn't sound natural.
mm-mm.
Sure.
It doesn't sound very healthy either.
Especially when he's trying to abstain from the acts
So we're
in the
heading
dreams.
to that mountain ridge over there.
What are the acts of the dreams?
Well, each dream is about a different woman that he knows, and the very sexual acts that he performs in the dreams.
So he's with Arya having sex dreams about 5 other women.
Yes.
Oh
The
boy.
dreams are about Arya,
Bye.
Mimsy, Saoirse, Runa, and myself.
I forgot about Runa.
You ready?
And he apologized to each one of us, hoping that
You change
it would help, but he said he feels better and he can sleep, but that the dreams still come.
Was Saoirse a part of Honey Lotus when he had the Dream Dust?
No,
Okay.
this was before. I'm pretty sure.
Well, it would have meant that all 5 of the women are from Honey Lotus.
Yep.
But also it is the 5 people he spends the most time with.
Runa?
This is true.
I mean, it's probably quite easy for his mind to grab the images of those people that he sees most frequently.
And he told me that they didn't mean anything to him, and it didn't mean that he felt that way about any of us, but Tilly said that he told her that he was in love with every one of them in the dreams. He felt like he was anyway.
Oops. Sorry.
Wow.
Totally
Well.
told you to me.
That was,
Welcome.
well,
Well, you want to kill something?
Yes,
no.
yes, volunteered as tribute for bait.
I'll bring you back there in a second. One moment.
I got it.
Well, that's weird.
Well,
Well, hi.
hi.
Oh, hello again.
Chance.
Welcome back.
Chance was using his magic and pulled me into the woods.
Oh boy. What were they doing?
I don't know. He asked me if I wanted to kill something.
Oh. Oh goodness.
That was kind of funny.
If he was brainwashed before, I mean, his order had some pretty strict rules.
That's the second time you've said that. What do you mean brainwashed before?
Well, I had a hunch, like, his training from his order sounded pretty similar to the kinds of things they do to the soldiers in the Underdark, slave soldiers.
I know it's his friend.
It's not like a drug-induced brainwashing, although sometimes they do things like that. It's more repetition, where they kind of try to break your will and then just repeat the same things into you and the same rules until the body actually just rejects trying to do those things. So I mean, if they conditioned him from a young age to believe those things and to believe what would happen to him if he did any of those things, but then the dream dust somehow got in and undid all of that, maybe it's almost an act of rebellion that he's having these dreams, as his old mind would have told him he's not supposed to think about things like that.
Do you think he's better off?
I mean, he seems like he's enjoying life before, and he didn't seem like he was before. I think the troublesome part is that he's not having other dreams.
That is very troubling.
If I can put it somewhat crudely, maybe he just needs to get laid.
Are he and Arya not doing that?
I didn't really ask.
What is it
She
with
told
you
me-
girls? Oh my goodness. I don't even know if you're mine. Are you mine?
Oh my goodness. Ooh. There's nothing wrong with it.
Are you kidding? You're half satyr. You're half Levbe. What I'm just surprised, that's all. I expected many many stories of comparison. I'm kidding on the
Well.
comparison part, but
She told me that she did tell me her virtue was still intact the other day, so I'm only assuming.
I see. Sounds like Tilly's the only smart one.
Tilly has more life experience.
I guess.
I'm just not rushing into anything.
But you're half satyr, Levy. I'm just surprised, that's all.
No, but I didn't say it wasn't hard.
Do you need me to teach you things about satyrs? I had to learn these
I do
when
not.
I met your dad as well, because I didn't know.
Oh god.
A lot, not all, are typically very forceful. Let's change the subject.
To what?
I don't know.
I feel like I got lost about 2 minutes ago.
It's probably
We
a
were
good
just
thing.
talking about why the two of you haven't had sex yet.
Oh.
And I was pointing out that she's part Lefeyan, part satyr, and satyrs are typically very active.
Oh, that kind of forceful. I thought it was a fighting thing.
But not like, you know. Yes. I mean, you can turn it into a fight. It might be kind of fun.
We fight all the time
Why?
with weapons. Oh, well,
Practice.
he's trying to help me get better and learn more.
think I've ever had a fight with your fathers. Not one.
Not like a fight. We just practice with weapons.
We don't argue.
Oh, I see. I understand now.
I don't think we've ever even gotten cranky.
There's no need to. You don't make
Generally, when one of us comes up with an idea, we just go do it. And then if we don't have an idea, we come up with an idea that'll give us an idea.
Why does that scarf keep coming in and out of you?
Yeah. We go on lots of adventures and have lots of fun.
Oh. Oh, that's good. Those are the best kinds of friends. So your sister said she would go with Tilly if she were to chase after Theo. What is your view on it?
Would I go with her too? If she wanted me to. Tilly is very independent, but if I wouldn't force myself to go with her if she didn't want me to. Thought I would always be there.
Do you think she would tell you that?
No.
I don't think she would ever say it. I don't think she would ever want you to leave the comfort of where you are. But I think it may come down to a need. They may need you. Especially if Theo is the same way he used to be.
Oh. In what way?
He's very stubborn. He's always been incredibly stubborn.
I see.
However, he was always a man of passion and loyalty. He always saw himself as a failure in a lot of different regards. The people around him, his mother, Basilios, always reminded him of his mess-ups, his bad decisions, and they always tried to force him to do what they wanted, not what he wanted.
I see.
I absolutely hated the way that they treated him. His heart. It always made me sad. I spoke up to him about it so many times. I knew he was none of the things that they told him he was. I always believed in him. I never doubted him. And I always stood beside him, hoping he would see his true worth.
And did he?
No. He never did. Like I told Arya, there was a point that I considered running away with him. But your dad and I were already married, and Theo knew that Hera was always watching us. He feared she would curse both of us again. Well, we dealt with many curses along the way. But in all my days, I knew above anyone I could trust him. He wasn't just a soldier. He was also part of my heart. Even now. It wasn't an easy secret to keep. I didn't even tell your dads until Teddy wrote that letter. I promised Theo I'd keep it a secret. I hated it. I told him we should never begin a life with a lie. But I had to. She was the only one who liked him the way he was. But I know that love can be lost, and I lost it. When he left, didn't want to come, but I understood. He knew that Sotec would be the best father to Tilly and Teddy, and he was right.
Well, I actually think that makes him quite brave.
Do you think so?
I'm sure that was a really hard decision for him to make.
It was. I remember that day. I think we both cried in the workshop there in the lagoon. But this was the one time I didn't chase after him too far. It was the last time. He was one of the few that I gave one of my flowers to. I was only able to find him because he tried to burn it. And when he did that, I could sense it. And that feeling of the loss of love. And I think all of the flowers wilted a little. All the ones I gave.
Hello.
Am I missing anybody?
I think that's everyone. They come sit with the family.
Of course.
I think it's everybody.
I feel like when you say it, you have to say family.
That was quite fun.
Family.
You're
You
missing
have
a
to,
there.
you have to show Malatraxis what you just did.
Oh, yeah. Come watch this.
Oh no.
Hi, Noswolf. How are
Sorry,
you?
excuse me for a moment.
Can I test it on you, actually? This will be funnier.
Oh no.
Boy.
Alright. Stand strong, my friend. Stand
Are
strong.
they playing with their swords because of...
I think they're
Crazy,
compared.
right?
He just killed him.
But you're still so healthy.
Yeah.
I would say that axe is very sharp.
I don't think my ability to hear you care how healthy you are.
What?
Give me a second.
Worst,
How?
worst nephew ever.
Oh, I have,
Can I note to you?
I have a bedroll like right beside here.
Just laying in bed watching. Oh, thank you.
Ready?
No, I'm not ready. Don't you dare do
Yeah,
that
I
to
could
me.
probably go make
It's
myself
like
a
your
bedroll.
shovel, but a billion times stronger.
So Chance and Callie were
Yeah, but
having
it's
their
not-
wedding on
Let
Sipta,
me show you.
My
and
shovel is the strongest there
I
ever was.
invited
And let me show you
Jillian
otherwise.
Sotec to go to their wedding
thank
because
you.
I saw that
let me show
Nemesis
you
and
otherwise.
Estio
You can wake
were
back up.
here,
I'll help you wake back
I
up.
don't want to get beaten
along
up.
with
It-
Callie's
it'll
side
only
of the
take,
family,
like,
which
2 or
was
3
Vale
hits. You'll be
and
perfectly fine.
He hit me twice and I exploded.
oh
in
my
there.
god, I still
Yeah,
can't
now
remember
there's
her
two.
name. What was Faye's character's name in 3.5 on Sipta?
It was one.
Whatever her name was, I forgot. But then
I let you do these things.
just kind of got this idea of inviting
She's in
Levy
pieces
and
right now.
Arya too, and then it just kind of
Yes,
escalated.
thank
And
you.
basically, all of our characters kind of
appreciate
came
it.
here for Chance and Callie's wedding, and Cass was an amazing sport, and brought Sotec with me.
I think we're getting ready to head
So
back.
basically,
ourselves,
mom
me
and dad are
Diana.
here with two of the girls and the grandson, and then some of their friends.
Yeah, I never know when you guys are awake. It always seems to be random times.
That's whenever
Even
we decide we
Argos
wanna
is
wake up.
here, and Argos was.
Ouch, you jerk.
Argos's dad was Percival,
That
which
kind of
was a
schedule.
friend of Jillian Sotec's in season 3.
Well, I mean,
One for you. You were the fastest.
it's
so
a-
far.
And
hectic.
Argos is Chance's childhood best friend, so even he's here.
It just really depends on how things work out.
I
So when my
hope-
nightmares decide they want to hit,
Thank you.
Are you okay?
I hope you
I
had a good
change
day.
week to week if you catch my drift.
Mhm.
Yeah. I get
You're
you.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just glad everyone
That's
showed
how I
up.
am.
Surprised
too.
to see the girls.
She doesn't have nightmares.
I'm surprised Levy's butt's gotten so big, but don't tell her I said that,
So
okay?
jealous.
Mom,
I'm just kidding.
listen. Mally keeps me in ice cream sandwiches, and that's very bad.
Hmm. I'm just kidding, Levy. It's fine.
It's not that big, right?
John, I thought about it, but I
Oh,
was
no, every
like,
time you
how
come
would
over
this?
to my house, you
who would
knock
he
everything
bring?
over, so-
Who would the Spartan bring? And you weren't online.
Wow.
But so you
That's
seem to
usually-
keep stealing all
Because
of the ice
actually
cream
Tilly-
sandwiches. It's not on Mally. That's on you.
Tilly
Yeah,
wanted
at
to
first
find her
it was
car.
the
But
candle
you
on.
weren't
Shots are
around,
fired,
so-
people. Shots fired.
They,
I actually
And
supply her with a shit
Shark
ton of
was
sandwiches.
Shark noped the fuck out of there.
I've seen
I
she's
just gave
stolen
her a
lot
whole
of them,
bunch
too.
earlier.
And
yeah.
Oh my god, everyone. She's just getting so many.
I think Shark could have
Literally,
benefited from
everybody
having a
now gives me their ice
conversation
cream
with their
sandwiches when I
parents.
see them. It's
Tilly's
amazing.
mom.
Yeah.
I've trained everybody.
I've got a few sitting there. And there's a few there for you.
I mean, mostly what she does is I'll toss them on the ground and she'll just scoop them up and scold me over it.
Yes, you can't just throw these things around. They're very important. You got to look after them.
Yeah, but it's really impressive when she like eats like a handful of them and it gets in her hair. It's really funny.
What? That never happens.
I've
Looks like
witnessed
you
it a couple of times now.
I am a very
seen that.
delicate. See, I'm a very delicate eater. I don't know what you're talking
About as
about.
delicate as a bear that's half drunk.
That's what she's got the shovel for. She just uses the shovel to scoop everything up.
Exactly, she just shovels it all up.
When did this turn into a Judge Levy contest? Let's not. No.
Gran started it, I've just piled in because I can.
Well, thank you all for coming.
You realize
I'm
her parents are
gonna
here,
retire
right?
for the evening.
Once again, I
Thanks
have
for
to say
letting us try.
congratulations. So
Yep,
thank you very much.
congratulations.
Thank you again for coming. It was
Really nice to
memorable.
see you all.
It was
Apologies, I
beautiful.
was late.
Like a little taste of my hammer, little one.
Oh, there's my
Yeah,
Sotec
Bear.
notification.
I had nightmares. I tried.
Oh, well, it's, you should have talked to your grandpa. Considering you just left us like that, he probably gave you lots of nightmares. I may have
Yeah,
told him
look,
to.
I don't appreciate the nightmares he gives me. It's a special kind of trauma.
Well, remember, you don't remember the good dreams without the bad.
True.
Indeed.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll talk to you all later.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Have a good evening and a safe journey back if you guys are leaving tonight.
I never want to leave this place. I'm gonna live here forever.
Well,
You guys have a
lives
good
here,
night's
so-
rest.
Take
Oh,
care.
my
Hope
kids,
so.
they're not going to get any rest.
I think we'll probably get on the ship and start heading our way back then.
Yeah, I'll probably join you guys in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe head back, Thali.
I will miss my scales, but yeah.
Who knows, maybe I'm with. You take care now.
Safe
night.
travels.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely should come visit us all soon, Gran.
Not
Come
if
say
you
hi.
ever call me Gran. Don't ever call me that.
Well, what do you want me to go with? I've tried every name and you don't reply to half of them.
Nana.
I kind of just.
Nana
just like-
Jill.
No! Maybe like Mimi. Can you just call me Mimi? I like that.
Sure. Alright, we'll stick with that one. It's only taken however long to get to there now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you should definitely come say hi, annoy the shit out of Lely. I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
I will talk to him to see if he wants to. I don't go anywhere without him.
Oh, well, drag him along. Come see us while Mum and Dad are still with us.
Maybe.
They'll
I
have a
can-
big party.
Perhaps. I just
I
have
mean, in
to.
all fairness, if you loaded him on the boat right now, I don't think he'd notice.
Probably not.
Between us two, we could definitely carry him, I reckon.
Hmm.
Maybe you just take the head so all the blood doesn't rush to it while I'm trying to carry him.
Oh boy.
I wake up with one hell of a headache otherwise.
I'll just sing him back to sleep. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I get the feeling you'd end up dragging him more than carrying him.
Dead weight.
Probably.
I somehow picture his head hitting rocks along the way.
Oh.
He's fine. It's just a normal day for Dad.
Well, he needs to wake up, so he makes me dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I see how it is.
As long as breakfast is on the table in the morning, I'm fine. I'll garden while he makes breakfast. Just like every day.
Make sure you take ice cream sandwiches home with you. They're delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And cookies. Oh, the cookies.
The cookies. Well, I think I would like to go to bed as well. He looks so comfy.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
I think that is your bed now. Right there.
I'm okay with this tonight. I'll see you soon, okay?
I'll make sure I write. Make sure I
Yes.
write
Can
to
we
her.
can we talk about why you haven't written me yet?
No. They must have all gotten lost. I wrote you a letter every day like I promised.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't you get all my
Yeah, it's
letters?
those-
I wrote every single day.
Those damn owls. They keep losing mine as well.
Levy.
Yep.
You lied to me, Levy.
Fine. I will write you a letter once a week from now on. How does that sound?
Uh-huh. You better.
Okay. Remind me. It's your job.
I will try. That means I have to write that down somewhere.
Just paint it on his chest. Are you going to bed, John?
Actually, that's a really good idea. I can just start writing everything I need to remember on you. Great
That's
idea.
brilliant.
Just him owls.
Part of
Oh,
that should sound
boy.
insulting.
Who would we have
feel like
sent
part
an
of that should have been
invitation
an insult
to?
there.
Ricardo?
What? Why?
No.
Ricardo
'cause, I mean,
or
if she doesn't see
Using
it and
someone's,
remember
Theo?
them,
using someone's body as paper.
Ricardo wasn't awake.
literally
We
covering
didn't
the
plan
page
this.
right now.
Hold on, what's up, bud?
Exactly. I just painted on
You
there.
go to
What?
bed?
I don't understand.
Alright. You sleeping with
And
Mom?
then that way, if we don't remember, someone in town will see it and be like, what does
I
that mean?
can't get snuggles.
And then I'll remember.
Exactly. Like that's important.
No, you weren't awake when this was planned out, which was
Like,
just
this
like
is
2
almost a
hours ago,
foolproof plan.
3 hours ago, something like
I
that.
think it is foolproof. Like, really.
Well, we just have
It's
to
perfect.
avoid swimming.
Well, I think I'm going to lay down.
Yep,
Okay.
I'll do the same.
Why do people always do that when we talk?
What,
do
lay
you
down?
mean? We've been talking for 3 hours.
Yes.
Hi,
It's just
Matt.
joking.
How are
Sometimes it's
you?
painful talking to us.
Bring me to my
No,
knees.
not at all.
What are you?
L-E-N-H-I.
How are you? Thank you so much for that 2 months. I appreciate it.
Well, look after Dad.
Alrighty.
Tell him that he's a butthead, but I love him.
Well, I'll take care of him. You know I will.
And maybe we'll come visit one day soon.
Maybe I can drag him to
Yeah,
come visit the 3 of you.
It's not. It was nice to see you after so long.
Yes, you as well. And I'm sorry to hear about your father, but I am glad he
Oh, that was
lived a long
some
life.
time ago. But yeah, he was growing old.
Levy, start your stream.
He died happy, so that's all that matters.
Yes,
That's
that
way
is
too.
good. All right.
He was saying in his old age how he was missing everybody.
Aww. Well, he knew where we were.
Alright.
Alright, see you all later.
Yes, I'm going to probably go ahead and head back to the boat myself.
Okay. Well, good luck. Be safe.
I guess. Well, I mean, everybody's going to bed, so.
Well, my sweetheart is here, so I can't leave him. It's all that damn
Alright,
honey
well.
wine, honey whiskey. I don't even know what he had this time.
There's so many in here. Oh my god.
Just stream.
I mean, it would be nice if I could, like, make a small base here, but
Do it.
from what I've been told, access to this land probably is going to be not too long, so.
I don't know. Alright, I'm logging. I'm logging. I have to log. I have to log. I'll stay too long. I'll keep listening to them. Oh my gosh. Guys, thanks for hanging out. It was just a short little... It was supposed to be a short stream. That actually wound up being 3 hours, and I'm really tired now. But... thanks to everyone that came out, though. That was great. Hawk, Jess, Lovely, Bear, Faye, Reaper. I mean, we came for Faye and Reaper. And Ninja. I don't remember. I don't know all of their names, but it was. I'm so glad that we all could help them out and give all of them a little more backstory, give them a little more information, let them ask questions and do whatever. John in spirit, since Theo. I wish I could have sent though. John, we'll talk, okay? No, that's not true. We had that conversation. I even said something to Lovely that we should bring the twins. We should invite the twins. Ricardo wasn't awake, but Ricardo was a topic. And of course Alan was a topic, but Alan declined. And then it just kind of, it was supposed to start with Jillian Sotec, and then it just kind of spread to the girls and then spread out to others, and it just worked, okay? But I'm going to call it. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And I hope Chance and, or Reaper and Faye had a good time. And all of those that joined in on the RP to meet their parents and come to Callie and Chance's wedding. I hope you guys had fun, and again, thank you so much. But I don't see anybody on to raid, so I'm just going to call it and let you guys go wherever you want to go. It was definitely a great turnout, and I am so happy that it wound up being what it was. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow, guys. Good night.